Sometimes I wonder if it's you or is it just 16. When the thought of you runs through my mind, either way I think if I'd have been a little older, I could have handled you better. The spell you put on me never went away. You in my blue jean jacket, all wrapped up in forever, still in my bones right now, just like a habit I can't pull down. It sure is tough when you start young. Start young. Oh, when you start young, it goes by fast. You can't look back. No. I'm supposed to mow the grass today. I'm supposed to fix the fence. But when the sun beating down on me, it's hard to make it make sense. Half of me wants a cold beer. Yeah, that's the cold hard truth. And when the refrigerator's stocked full of them, tell me what's they born to do. It's already been decided, the sky and the mountains are blue. Half of me wants a cold beer, and the other half does too. Yeah, I kinda need to wash my truck, but hell, I kinda don't care. I think old Alan Jackson said it best, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Half of me a cold beer, yeah, that's a cold hard truth. And with the refrigerator stocked full of them, tell me what's a boy to do. I ain't even trying to fight, it's already been decided, the sky and the mountains are blue. Half of me wants a cold beer, yeah, the other half does too. A cold, cold beer. Yeah, that's a cold, hard truth. Yes. And with the refrigerator stocked full of them, tell me what's they born to do. I ain't even trying to fight, it's already been decided, the sky and the mountains are blue. Half of me wants a cold beer, and the other half does too. Yeah, half of me wants a cold, cold beer. The other half wants to. That sounds good, but I can't tell it's because you're in it or not. Cotton flannel on the front porch swing, leather jacket and some tight blue jeans. Don't get me started on the things I think when you're wearing nothing but them soft white sheets. Yeah. Listen, baby, you can put on anything. What drives me crazy is seeing you in a honky tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on, girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. Nothing turns me on like you in a honky tonk. Hug your body like a long black dress. It's tailor-made for your silhouette. Nothing steals my breath like seeing you in a honky-tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. But nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk, sipping and swaying and singing. Girl, all I'm saying is it fits you like a glove. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but I just go crazy seeing you in a honky-tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. But nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk. The way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. But nothing turns me on like you. In a honky-tonk. Oh, in a honky-tonk. In a honky-tonk.
You're listening to Pause on the Play, Grizzly Sports, your home for weekly recaps, player highlights, and all things Grizzly football. Now, here's your host, Carter Brantner, with co-host Haley Bolliard.
Better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters. Got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power.
Welcome back to Pause on the Play, Grizzly Sports. I'm Carter Brantner here with this week's co-host, Haley Bolliard. Quiet week on the scoreboard, for the Crusaders at least. Final from Friday night, Grizzlies 42, Crusaders 0.
Yeah, not much drama in this one. The Grizzlies controlled both sides of the ball from start to finish. It was the kind of game where every unit showed up, offense, defense, and the guys in between.
Let's start on the defensive side. Aiden Kramer came away with an interception, and the pass rush got home more than once. Malik Kennett, Brad Martin, Damian Hamburg, and Landon Hall each recorded a sack.
They made it really tough for Northwest Christian to get anything going. The defense held them to just 208 total yards, 84 rushing and 124 through the air. That's lockdown football.
Absolutely. That front seven was disciplined and aggressive. And on offense, well, it was a track meet.
Yeah, the run game was explosive. Cutter Driver led the way, 11 carries for 214 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's averaging over 19 yards a carry.
Jacob Reimers wasn't far behind. 4 carries, 138 yards, 2 scores. Preston Wazensky added another touchdown, 90 yards on just 4 carries. And those weren't just garbage time numbers either. They were getting chunk plays early and often.
Tyson Nunley and Brad Martin also got touches. Not huge yardage, but solid support in rotation. Overall, the Grizzlies rushed for 476 yards on the right, and just 1 pass attempt, but it worked. Martin hit Gavin Hunt Estrada for a 10-yard completion. Efficient, to say the least.
Can't argue with 42 points and a shutout. It was a statement win. Grizzlies are rolling, and the game plan didn't need to be complicated.
Next week might be a different story depending on the matchup, but this one, total control.
That's it for this week's Statline Report. Up next, an exclusive interview with defensive lineman J.J. Horton. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pause on the Play Grizzly Sports. I'm your host, Carter Brantner, and joined with me tonight is J.J. Horton.
Hello, I'm J.J. Horton. I'm a junior and defensive lineman for the Newport Grizzlies.
All right, let's get straight into the questions. JJ, how do you feel you did in the varsity game as primarily being a JV player?
It felt very exciting and very fun to hit people that were like more experienced than me, and yeah, it was fun.
You got a sack and a couple tackles last week. How does that make you feel, like, motivation-wise?
It makes me feel really good motivational-wise, and like I could do more. I've gotten better. Yeah, excited for next game.
Next game against Asotin. Do you think you'll get playing time like you did against Northwest Christian?
Maybe. And it all depends if Damien gets hurt, because I'm also his backup. So if he gets hurt, I'll have to go in for him.
Definitely having the next man up mindset. How has your JV experience been throughout high school so far?
It's been pretty good. When you work out and practice all summer, it really helps when you understand what you're doing and have gotten a lot stronger than you were before.
Definitely. How has the team improved compared to last season, in your opinion?
I would say last year we definitely had a lot more physically big dudes, but also not as strong mentally. Like this year, we feel like in the right mental mindset in the games, and we have some good, big, strong guys, but most of them are like in the right mindset.
In my opinion, you did phenomenal playing on that varsity field last week. What do you think you need to do to secure a spot on varsity?
I could probably be a lot more aggressive in my playing time, and I know coaches have pointed this out. I need to stop going upfield and get a little more downfield when I get past someone. And when it's a pass, I could definitely do a lot better at like going past the dude or putting on a move.
You said going upfield and downfield. What do you mean by that for people that don't know?
So when you get past the dude, if you just keep going straight up like toward the other field goal or end zone, you'll be going upfield and a dude could just run inside you or behind you. But if you stay like toward, like basically you replace the dude or the tackle or guard wherever you play, you replace them and you're like right behind them.
That's very informational. Coming into this Asotin game, they lost 58-14 against Freeman. Freeman's not looking as good as they normally do. Asotin definitely not looking to how they were last year. What do you expect from this upcoming game? Like, do you expect yourself to play? Do you expect the team to do well? Do you expect a somewhat fluke game? Like, what do you expect?
I expect that we're going to have a fun game and everyone's going to do a good job and play hard. I'm expecting to play. It's not a guarantee I do, but I'm just getting that mental mindset that I will play, so I will always be ready for it. So if the time does have to go in where I have to go in this position or another position, I could just run in, do my job, and hopefully get a tackle or an assist.
You said getting into your mental mindset. How do you get into your own mental mindset?
I'll just close my eyes, say, God, help me with this. Remember everything that I was taught and just keep thinking. Yeah.
How do the coaches help improve you, like in JV, getting you prepared for a varsity level talent?
They help us when we need it. If we mess up, they will yell at us and say, hey, this is what you need to do. They won't scream, make us feel bad, but they'll tell us what we did wrong, tell us what we could do to work on it. And during practices, they help. Like all the training we do helps to grow in that stuff.
Almost like a firm parent yelling at you, like teaching you your mistakes and all that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, JJ, for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to Pause on the Play, Grizzly Sports. Stay tuned for next week's episode. I'm your host, Carter Brander, signing off for this week.
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the
Cubs
show.
FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, Albany Falls Building Supply is open 7 days a week, 7 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials, including lumber, tools, hardware, paint, plumbing, electrical, and lawn care supplies. You may contact Albany Falls Building Supply at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 500 Highway 57 just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities, rentals, secondhand consignments, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday, and by appointment on Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. Again, that number is 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Welcome to tonight's Grizzly football broadcast. We're coming to you live from Asotin, where the Newport Grizzlies are about to face off the Asotin Panthers in what promises to be an unforgettable game. The crowd is fired up, the energy is through the roof, and we can't wait to get this show on the road. I'm Haley Bolliard, and I'm here with Carter Brantner, and you're tuned in to 91.5 Cubs FM. Let's get this game started.
I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. This time
Welcome back to the pregame show. Again, I'm Haley Bolliard, joined here tonight by Carter Brantner, and we're geared up for what should be a thrilling face-off. Let's kick things off with a closer look at the Newport Grizzlies. Carters, what can fans expect to see from this undefeated squad tonight?
Well, Newport's coming off a strong homecoming win against Northwest Christian Crusaders with a score of 42-0. It was a one-sided game the whole night. It was nothing they could really look back from.
Yeah, that was definitely a strong game for the Grizzlies. And last season, the Grizzlies lost to Asotin at their homecoming game. So they're looking to come back into this game with a little bit of revenge for that.
And last game, all but one attempt was a rushing attempt, and it proved to be effective. I'm looking to see if they go back to the well or if they'll switch things up and start going to the pass game more.
Yeah, that should be fun to see what the Grizzlies decide to do here tonight. And defense also had multiple important stops deep in their own territory last game, so we should be seeing some nice plays from our defense.
The Grizzlies are currently tied for first in league and tied for first in 2B state.
Yeah, not too bad of a place to be there for the Grizzlies. Stay tuned, because right after this quick break, we'll be giving you the scoop on the Asotin Panthers right here on Cubs FM.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
And we're back to the pregame show. The clock is ticking down to kickoff with only 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, and we've just broken down the Grizzlies. Now, Carter, let's flip the script and take a look at the Asotin Panthers.
Well, they're 1-3 to start off the season, and they're definitely looking to bounce back with a huge win against the Grizzlies tonight.
Yeah, and last week the Panthers were in a bit of a struggle. They lost to Freeman 14-58.
Right now, the Panthers are currently tied for last place in league and looking to make a huge bounce back after last week's game.
Yeah, the Panthers are definitely going to want to try and pick up that placing. And don't go far, because we'll be right back on Cubs FM to go over how these two teams are going to battle it out on the gridiron tonight. Support for Cubs FM comes from the Kalispell Casino and RV Resort in Cusick, Washington. Located 20 minutes north of Newport on Highway 20, the resort includes Wetlands Family Restaurant, the Slaw Dining Area with large screen TVs, full RV hookups and cottage rentals, and gaming facilities. All open to the public at 8 a.m. daily. The Kalispell Casino and RV Resort, bringing dining, lodging, and entertainment to Pend Oreille County.
Cubs FM thanks Newport Health Center for their support. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides walk-in express care for urgent but non-emergent medical concerns. Express care is available to everyone, regardless of insurance or primary care provider. Express care hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break on Saturdays from 12 to 1. You can find more info at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-3139.
And we're back. It's nearly time for kickoff, and we've taken a look at both teams. Now it's time to talk about the matchup. Carter, what's your take on how these two teams will stack up tonight?
Well, last year, Asotin won this matchup 28-14 at Newport's homecoming, as we previously mentioned, and it is a great QB matchup between these two teams. Brad Martin and the Asotin QB, Cody Ells, are both really talented QBs.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch those two guys out on the field tonight. And running is going to be the main name of this game. Both of these teams are stronger on that running side.
Newport has already flipped last season's script and looking to keep it that way, while Asotin is looking to flip this season's script.
Yeah, both teams are really going to try hard to walk away with that win tonight. And we are going to roll right into our starting lineups here.
For your Newport Grizzlies, number 57, Rabin Jurgens. Number 58, Aries Swain. Number 51, Robert Warren. Number 54, Damian Hamburg. Number 75, Connor McQuinn. Number 4, Aiden Kramer. Number 14, Malik Kennett. Number 15, Dylan Aubry. Number 9, Jacob Reimers. Number 3, Cutter Driver. And number 1, Brad Martin. And on the defensive side, number 54, Damian Hamburg. Number 57, Rabin Jurgens. Number 74, Landon Hall. Number 58, Aries Swain. Number 9, Jacob Reimers. Number 1, Brad Martin. Number 5, Keaton Schultz. Number 15, Dylan Aubry. Number 11, Preston Wazinski. Number 3, Cutter Driver. And number 4, Aiden Kramer. And for the Asotin Panthers, we have number 2, Wyatt Caldwell. Number 3, Sawyer Briery. Number 6, Dylan Finney. Number 7, Cody Ells. Number 33, Cannon Schubert. Number 34, Carson Rady. Number 52, Riley Cook. Number 55, Chase Engel. Number 61, Carter Bowman. Number 72, Kyron Clovis. And number 79, Elias Lopez.
Yeah, pretty good lineups here from both sides tonight. Excited to see how they are going to match up. Carter, what do you expect the final score to be tonight?
Well, considering that Newport has a fairly good track record so far this season with blowing out teams, and Asotin just coming off a poor loss, I'm looking to see if Asotin kind of has a bounce-back game, but I do expect Newport winning around, I would say, 35-14, a modest game.
Okay, that would not be a terrible game. I was thinking kind of along the same lines, but I think Asotin might get at least one more touchdown on the board. They are coming into this game with a bit of a revenge for their last loss. You can see that they are bringing a lot of energy out to the field tonight. Have the Grizzlies here ready to kick off this game. Grizzlies will be kicking off to Asotin to start. We have Hamburg back kicking off for the Grizzlies tonight. He's been really consistent as the Grizzlies kicker typically sends the ball way down for a touchback. We'll see what he decides to do with this one. Hamburg stepping back, ready to get this game started here. Have Hamburg getting ready here to kick the ball. Kick is up, and in true Hamburg fashion, sends it deep down the field. They pick it up and try and run, slips a little bit, and ends up falling on the ground. That will not be a great starting point for Asotin. They're back around just like the 3-yard line, really deep down there on their field.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Grass might be a little slippery right now. Evening time, I don't know. Yeah, just very unfortunate start for the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers are going to start way on the opposite end of the field here. They will be at 1st and 10. And I think that is the 3-yard line here. Panthers in their little tea party deciding how they want to play this one. Had to bring it back. I know you guys missed it last week. Panthers now breaking the huddle. We're going to have one guy out towards that left side. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. They try and run up the center. They break through some of the Grizzlies, but don't make it very far before he just falls on his face there around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great wrap-up by Rabin Jurgens right there, ending up stopping the run from progressing any farther. They get around 4 on the play, so not a bad run to get out of that deep.
Yeah, that was a good run there to start for the Panthers. They're going to try again. Ball is snapped. They're trying to run their way down this right side of the field here. Cannot quite pick their way around the Grizzlies defenders. I don't think they'll have much of a gain on that play before they get taken down.
Yeah, maybe a gain of like 1 or 2 there. Solid run again. I mean, getting around 3rd down now.
Yeah, 3rd and probably 3 to go here. Ball is snapped. They're trying to go back up through the center. Grizzlies bring a lot of resistance. They're just pushing him back. They absolutely stuffed that play by the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a great blitz by them. I believe Preston Wozensky was in that play right there. Good start for the Grizzlies so far, getting them down already 4th down.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the Grizzlies' defense is strong again tonight. Going to bring up 4th and 3. We're going to send one guy out towards that left side of the field. Quarterback getting ready to punt the ball here for the Grizzlies. They're just going to send it. Ball is snapped. He's actually going to take it.
Running out the left side.
Yeah, he's going to take it and run out that left side of the field. Jumps over one of the Grizzlies and is breaking his way down that left side of the field. That will be good enough for Asotin to get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that was a great sneak play there. Asotin, they like to run that little, looks like they're going to just punt it or do a fake, but then end up punting it. So Grizzlies did not know what to do there. Ended up getting a nice gain of, I think, around 15.
Yeah, you could almost say they're quick like Panthers on their feet out here. Panthers are going to send one out right, one out left. Quarterback in the shotgun position. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Ball is snapped. They're going to actually throw it way out back here, try and run down this right side of the field. Grizzlies trying to grab onto him. He spins around a couple of them and eventually gets taken down around that 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was an option play right there. Could have kept it himself, but decided there's too many Grizzlies in my way. Decided to flip it back to his fullback. Gained, I think, around 5 or 6 there on the play.
Yeah, that was a solid play there by the Panthers to bring up 2nd and 4 now. They're going to send one out right, one out left again. Keep our quarterback in that shotgun position here. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Fake a handoff, my bad. Try and run up. They break out through the center here. He's breaking his way through the Grizzlies. He gets way down to the opposing 40-yard line before he gets taken down.
Yeah, that was a great run by Cody Ells right there. We knew coming into this game that he was a great quarterback, could read the field very well, and he's definitely showing it right now.
Yeah, Panthers have sure brought their A game to this game. They're on their home field, and they are looking for that revenge, and they have been playing really strong tonight. They'll have a fresh set of downs way down on this 39-yard line, which starting from way back there, they have had to come quite a ways. Going to send one out towards that left side of the field. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off back up through the center. Again, breaks his way through some of the Grizzlies and makes it quite a ways before he gets taken down around that 35, no, deeper than that, 38 maybe yard line?
33-yard line right there. It was a gain of 6 on the play. Nice little run for Dylan Finney right there.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Asotin to bring up 2nd and 4. Going to send one back out towards that left side. Motion to the right. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake a handoff and keep it. Tries running right a little bit, but the Grizzlies see right through it. They grab onto him. And it takes a while for them to get him taken down. The refs are going to leave some dirty laundry on that play.
That's going to be a late hit or an unsportsmanlike conduct, one of the two, because the refs already blew the whistle dead, and Rabin Jurgens just decides to throw him down. That's unfortunate for the Grizzlies. There will be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, Grizzlies are trying to bring a little too much energy to this game. They really want to keep their record clean. However, that much aggression is not necessary Refs deciding what they want to do with this one. Asotin in their little huddle here out on the field waiting for the refs to make their call. Looks like the Grizzlies are also having a little chit-chat, not quite in a legit huddle, but just having a little back and forth out there with each other, deciding how they want to try and play this one here too.
Personal foul against the Grizzlies.
They will be sending the Panthers down the field, and they will get a fresh set of downs again.
Yeah, that's unfortunate penalty for the Grizzlies. Don't really know what he was thinking. Maybe he just didn't hear the whistles, but can't be doing that.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to hear the whistles sometime when you're in the zone. Panthers, ball is snapped. They're going to run it down this right side of the middle here. Cannot make their way through the Grizzlies this time. They take him down around the 15-yard line, I think is what that one is.
Yeah, Raven Jurgens definitely redeeming himself right there. Takes him down right after he breaks the plane, so.
Yeah, not much of a gain for the Panthers on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 7, I think, with the ball on the 16-yard line. We've got a motion to the left. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake a handoff. He's trying to run down that left side of the field. He's picking his way out through the Grizzlies. Grizzlies eventually grab onto him and take him down, but he got a nice gain on that run.
Yeah, that was a good 6-yard gain for the Panthers there. Ends up getting down at around the 10-yard line. Looked like it was that speed option again. Could have flipped it to his halfback, but decided to keep it.
Yeah, and it paid off for the Panthers. They will now be at 3rd and 3 on the 11-yard line. Panthers breaking the huddle here. They are getting close to their own end zone, and they are getting excited to try and get the first points of the game here. Going to have 2 out towards that left side. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. Going to hand it off and run up through the center. He breaks his way through some of the Grizzlies and should break through to get a new set of downs before he gets taken down right around that 6-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great run. Just through that B gap almost. And just the Panthers not letting their foot off the gas. They want that touchdown. They want it now.
Yeah, now they are at 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. 6:35 left here in the first quarter. They're going to send one guy out towards that left side of the field, quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake a handoff, run up through the center there. He's breaking his way through the Grizzlies and does not quite make it far enough for a touchdown before he gets taken down on that play.
Yeah, it looks like they're 2nd in inches.
Yeah, that's for sure. They are within just like a toenail of the end zone here. They do not have to make it very far on this play to get some points on the board. They have started this game off strong on their home field. Panthers now breaking the huddle. Again, they're going to keep one guy out towards that left side, quarterback in the shotgun position. I'm just kidding. No, he's not. Looks like they might be going to throw it here under center. Tried to push up through the Grizzlies. Grizzlies not having any of it. They absolutely stuffed that play by the Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like the Grizzlies were ready. They loaded that front side up and stuffed him right before he got to the line of scrimmage. Probably could have been argued if it could have been a touchdown if they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it is really close to the end zone here. Grizzlies seem to be getting a little nervous about Asotin taking charge of this game so early on. We have 5:12 left here on the clock. Going to keep one guy out towards that left side again. Quarterback is actually in the shotgun position this time. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake a handoff and try and run up through the center. Grizzlies just an absolute wall of defense. Not quite sure if he broke the end zone or not, and he did. That will be a touchdown there for the Panthers to bring up the first score of the night, 6-0 with the Panthers in the lead. 4:50 left on the clock. They can still go for their point after touchdown here.
That drive definitely ate up a bunch of clock for the Panthers right there. Wondering if the Grizzlies will try to come back and immediately score, if they'll try to eat up some time in the second quarter as well.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see. Panthers sure had to work for that touchdown, made it all the way down the field. Getting ready for their PAT here. They're just going to go for one. The kick is up, and there is no doubt about it. That is good. That'll bring the score 7-0 with the Panthers in the lead. 4:50 left on the clock, and we will be right back after this.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame, like it never happened.
Siebers Pharmacy is a full-service Health Mart pharmacy owned by Newport Hospital and Health Services, providing pharmaceutical services and a selection of gifts and treats. Located at 336 South Washington Avenue in Newport. Siebers is open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 to 4. Siebers is closed for lunch between 1 p.m. and 1:30. For more information, call 509-447-2484 or visit newporthospitalandhealth.org.
Cubs FM is brought to you by the Kalispell Tribe. For generations, the Kalispell Tribe has taken great care in stewarding the land, water, and wildlife. Today, the Kalispell Tribe continues to protect and restore ecosystems through wildlife conservation and water and land management, working to restore and care for our shared resources. Together, the Kalispell Tribe hopes to share a sustainable future for generations. Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We have the Panthers here ready to kick off the ball for the Grizzlies. Send it so they can go for their first drive here tonight. The kick is up. It'll go right around that 15-yard line before it 25 before it gets picked up by the Grizzlies. They try and run it down the field a little bit, but the Panthers push them out of bounds right around that 36-yard line.
You don't see that much often. You had Aiden Kramer taking it up the field, came right to him. Why not?
Exactly. When you have the opportunity, seize the moment. Grizzlies starting off pretty good here. They're going to put the ball right on that 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Again, the score is 7-0 with the Panthers in the lead. 4:43 left on the clock. Grizzlies running a bunch formation here for their first play of the night. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Run down this left side of the field. Dodging the Panthers by the ankles here. There will be one on the ground that gets him tripped up, and he'll roll just around this 48-yard line here.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup by Jacob Reimers there. Ends up getting the first down by, I think, well over a yard.
Yeah, that was a solid run there by Reimers. He sure had to pick his way around the Panthers there. Panthers putting up a good effort to keep Reimers from running farther down the field. Grizzlies going to send one guy out towards this left side of the field. One out right. Quarterback in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Run up through the middle. That's Driver with it. He's going to pick his way through some of the Panthers. They eventually grab onto his ankles and take him down around the 48-yard line there. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, wait. That is 48, I think.
47-yard line. It's whatever.
It's in between them. That was a good run there by the Grizzlies. Now they will be at 2nd and 3. We have one out left, one out right. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to run it up through the middle again. He's breaking his way through the Panthers. Gets about to that 38-yard line. Just kidding. I cannot see the line.
35-yard line. That was a great run by Driver. 2 in a row.
Yeah, Driver is
Two
sure
solid ones.
being consistent here tonight. He has good runs here. He's back in his A game. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs here for the Grizzlies. They're going to keep one out right, one out left. Motion to the left. Ball is snapped. Back to Driver up through the middle. Panthers see through it this time. They grab onto him pretty immediately and get him taken down around the 30-yard line there.
Yeah, nice 5-yard gain by Driver there.
Yeah, that was another solid run by Driver. Got a 5-yard gain to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line. Grizzlies running a bunch formation on this one. Quarterback in the shotgun. Motion to the right. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to Reimers and run down that right side of the field. He's picking his way through the Panthers, and he's breaking down the entire field. He will roll into the end zone there for a touchdown by Reimers for the Grizzlies, bringing the score 7-6 and in very minimal time, 2:55 left on the clock. That was an impressive run there by Reimers.
Yeah, Reimers, he's just a freight train this season, being able to go through almost everybody that he faces, really. Nice 30-yard touchdown run by him.
Yeah, that was a solid run there by Reimers. There was nothing that was going to get in his way on that play. He knew that he had to get a touchdown to be matching the Panthers' energy, and he saw his opportunity and took it. Now we have Hamburg getting ready to kick off for this PAT here. Kick is up, and in true Hamburg fashion, it will be good, bringing the score 7-7, an even score here on the scoreboard. 2:55 left in the first quarter of action, and we will be right back after this.
Support for KUBS comes from Ponderay County PUD. The PUD provides energy-saving programs, flexible payment options, and appliance rebates for qualified customers. You might also check out their Neighbors in Need program. For more information, you may visit Ponderay County PUD at 130 North Washington in Newport, or you may contact them at 509-447-3137. Quality service at low cost, that's Ponderay County PUD. Newport Health Center is a proud supporter of Cubs FM. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides family medical services including obstetrics, gynecology, orthopedics, behavioral health, and express care. Their team of providers serves families and patients of all ages. More information is available at newporthospitalandhealth.org or at 509-447-3139.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We are back at the football field here after that electric touchdown by the Grizzlies. Had a 30-yard run. We have Hamburg ready to kick off here for the Panthers. Kick is up, and it will be a shallow kick there, picked up around that 20-yard line. Panthers running it down the field here. He's making it quite a ways. Grizzlies eventually get him taken down around the 35-yard line.
Solid return there by the Panthers, getting around 23 yards there on the return.
Yeah, that was a solid run by the Panthers. They will be in a pretty good starting position here. They're 1st and 10 around that 28-yard line. Pretty good spot to start off for the Panthers. They're having a little powwow, breaking up the powwow now. Gonna send one guy out towards this right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position here. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, run up through the center. Grizzlies giving them quite a bit of resistance on that run. They can't get much of anywhere before they get taken down by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies D-line has been looking really good all season. Poor performance in that first drive, but it looks like they're willing to bounce back, obviously.
Yeah, Grizzlies got a little more dialed in after getting a touchdown of their own. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Asotin is going to send one out towards this right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position, one guy on each of his sides. Ball is snapped. He's going to fake a handoff and run up through the center there. Cannot quite find his way around the Grizzlies. They're going to push him out towards the left a little bit. Not much of a gain before he gets taken down again.
I believe they lost maybe a yard even there. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Grizzlies defense looking really good all season long.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to put them back where they were for that last down to bring up 3rd and 7 on the 31-yard line. It's really hard to see the yard lines here tonight. Panthers now breaking the huddle, approaching that ball there. They're going to have 2 guys come out towards it. Yeah, 2 guys. Trips out, right? They have some guys out on this right side. Quarterback in the shotgun position. He's going to keep it and run down that right side of the field. He's going for a pass, throws it deep down this right side of the field, and it was really close, but it is no good for the Panthers.
Yeah, that wide receiver's got to be hating himself right now. He kind of had that one. He had a touchdown right there just up the line if he just catches the ball, but just merely just gets past him barely.
Yeah, it was super close. He had his hand on the ball, but just was not quite able to bring it into him and keep hold of it. Just ended up falling through on that play. That'll bring up 4th and 7 now for the Panthers. They'll actually have 2 out on the right side this time for sure. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to be kicking it. The kick is up. Lands around that 25-yard line. Bounces back up around the 30, though, before it gets touched down there by the Panthers.
Yeah, it took an unfortunate bounce for the Panthers. Great bounce for the Grizzlies. We'll be downed at around that 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies on the 36-yard line here. Grizzlies in a little powwow, deciding what they want to do here. They're starting from a pretty good place out on the field. We have 1 minute left in this first quarter of action. Score is tied 7-7. Grizzlies now breaking the huddle. And there is a timeout. We are going to take a quick break too, and we will be right back after this.
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday from 7 to 6. Selkirk Ace Hardware provides what you need to prepare for the season. You may reach them at 208-437-5669. Again, that's 437-5669. Just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2, Selkirk Ace Hardware. We are grateful for our community. We are here for you, and we are always helpful.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. The score is 7-7. We have 1 minute left in the first quarter of action. Grizzlies have 1st and 10 here at the 36-yard line. They're going to be running a bunch formation on this one. Quarterback in the shotgun position. He's got driver off on his left hip here. Motion to the left. Ball is snapped. Going to fake a handoff and try and run up through the center there. Cannot get too far before he gets taken down.
Yeah, Brad Martin ended up getting around like 2 or 3 yards there on the play. Solid for a first play of the drive, though.
Yeah, that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies now breaking the huddle here. They're going to be keeping that bunch formation again. They seem to like how that one worked for them. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Motion to the right, ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, try and run down that right side of the field. You can see him stretching as far as he can when the Panthers try and grab onto his ankles. Gets a bit of a gain before he gets taken down on that play.
Yeah, Jacob Reimers tried to get that outside edge, just couldn't. Ended up getting a gain of maybe 1 there on the play.
Yeah, that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Grizzlies. And there will be another timeout. Just kidding. It's the end of the first quarter. So we will be right back for the second quarter of action after this.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Camas Center Medical and Dental Clinic, located 25 minutes north of Newport and open to the public. Accepting most public and commercial insurance plans, the Camas Center Clinic offers medical, dental, and chiropractic care, as well as physical therapy, laboratory services, child wellness checks, and sports physicals. The Camas Center Clinic, offering wellness for the whole community.
Cubs FM thanks Shotgun Diesel and Automotive, celebrating 10 years in business in Old Town. Josh Hebert and the guys at Shotgun Diesel and Automotive specialize in light diesel and automotive repair, full brake services, engine repairs, custom exhaust, suspension, and full diagnostics. Plus, Shotgun Diesel and Automotive now offers full tire services, mounting, balancing, and new tire sales. 208-437-3304. Your hometown one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. Shotgun Diesel and Automotive.
Welcome back to this Grizzly broadcast, and we have Driver running down the field at rapid speeds, way down to the Grizzlies' end zone on that play to get another Grizzly touchdown.
Yeah, Driver just found the hole up that B gap. Offensive lineman made a great job of making that hole, and just secondary for the Panthers could not get him.
Yeah, maybe if the Panthers had some more Panther-like speed on that run, they would have been able to catch Driver. But Driver was just able to break through all the Panthers, bring the score now 7-13. Grizzlies getting set for their PAT here. Again, we have Hamburg to kick for the Grizzlies. Kick is up, and it is good for the Grizzlies. That will bring the score 7-14 with the Grizzlies in the lead. 11:46 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Excess Disposal Service is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Excess Disposal Service provides weekly commercial and residential roadside garbage can disposal, as well as commercial container services both in town and in rural locations. Excess Disposal Service may be contacted Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 at 208-437-4502. Serving all of Pend Oreille County since 1972, Cubs FM says thank you to Excess Disposal Service.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We just got done with another Grizzly touchdown. Score now 7-14. 11:46 left in the first half of action. Hamburg here to kick off the ball for the Panthers. Kick is up. It goes way down around the 20-yard line. Panthers will pick it up, trying to run down the field. Grizzlies are left and right all over him. Refs will be throwing up some flags on that run.
Yeah, it looked like number 52 for the Panthers, Riley Cook, pancaked Malik Kennick. That will be a personal foul, probably going back 15 yards.
Yeah, that'll set the Panthers back quite a bit. However, they will be still at a 1st and 10 here since they just got the ball. Not exactly sure where they're going to place the ball out on the field yet. Panthers in a little huddle out on the field by technical terms. Refs still deciding how far back they're going to set the Panthers on this one. Have 11:38 left here in the first half of action. The ball is going to go way back to the 20-yard line. Basically just a kickback there for the Panthers. So they'll be starting 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Pretty average starting position here. Panthers going to send one out towards that right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Getting ready to start here. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, try and run up through the center. The Grizzlies will just say absolutely not. Smash him down into the ground immediately.
The Grizzlies D-line still doing amazing as they did in the last drive. So wondering if we'll see that upward trend throughout the whole night, and it'll just be 7 the whole on the board.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see here. Panthers will get 2 yards on that run to bring up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line. Panthers approaching the ball here now. They're going to send 2 out towards that right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. Going to keep it and try and run up through the center. Did a good job of taking the Grizzlies off of him. He's broken through the Grizzlies. He's at the 50 now, at the 40, at the 30, at the 10. Just making his way down the field. He makes it down for another touchdown for the Panthers.
Just as I was saying, the Grizzlies defense is locking in. They let open a huge gap for Cody Ellis. And he runs a full, I think, 70 yards on that.
Yeah, just about. That was an impressive run there by the Panthers. Saw his opportunity and just absolutely took advantage of that. That'll bring the score 13-14. Grizzlies with a 1-point lead right now, but we are looking at our PAT kick getting set up here. Getting ready here. We have Osman to kick off for the Panthers. Kick is up. That is good for the Panthers. That'll bring the score 14-14. Tie the game back up. 10 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first half, and we will be right back after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Ponderay River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Newport Community Hospital is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. The Newport Community Hospital Surgical Team is committed to providing quality surgical services, including personalized service and state-of-the-art technology. Surgical services include general, orthopedic, gynecological, and podiatry-related surgeries. To learn more, you may visit newporthospitalandhealth.org, or you can ask your primary care provider about a referral.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Score is now 14-14. Asotin just tied the Grizzlies' points. We have 10:39 left in the second quarter of action. Getting ready to kick back off here for the Grizzlies. Panthers getting the ball set and ready. Believe that'll be Osman ready to kick off for the Panthers again. He's getting ready to go in his spot. Getting ready here. The kick is up. It will go down that right side of the field. They're going to pick it up just above that 30-yard line. Grizzlies trying to run their way down the field. They get around 41 before they get taken down there by the Panthers.
I believe that was Dylan Aubrey with the return off that squib kick. Ended up getting around that 40, 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup there by Aubrey. Was able to get the Grizzlies a really nice starting position on this next drive. Have 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line here. Grizzlies having a little tea party. Actually, they're going to be breaking up their tea party here. Going to be going back down. We're going to send one out towards that left side of the field. Two to the left side of the field. Ball is snapped. Going to hand it off. Try and run up through the middle here. Grabbed onto by the waist. He's breaking his way through the Panthers again. Makes it down towards this 44-yard line on the opposite side before he eventually gets taken down by the Panthers.
Cutter driver being really consistent throughout the whole night, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, interesting to see what the refs are going to call on this one. That was a really nice run there by the Grizzlies. We're just able to make their way through the Panthers. Refs having a little chit-chat out on the field, seeing what they want to do about this one here. Both teams in their little huddles just having some fun here. Looks like they're going to be sending the Grizzlies back a little bit on that run.
I believe that was a holding call against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that'll set the Grizzlies back, I think, 5 yards here. They're going to set the ball back on that 45-yard line. Grizzlies will still have 1st down there. 1st and 10, of course. Grizzlies still having a little powwow here. Ball is set at the 45-yard line. We have 10 minutes left in the second quarter. We're going to send 2 out towards this right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Try and run up through the center there. Panthers see right through it. They grab onto him immediately. He gets nowhere before he gets taken down on that run.
Yeah, it looked like Jacob Reimer ended up losing a yard there on that play, trying to go off on that right side, but ended up failing miserably.
Yeah, that was not a successful run there by the Grizzlies. Just were not quite able to trick the Panthers how they had hoped to on that run. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Grizzlies. Ball is on the 44-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun position. They're going to be running a bunch formation on this one. Motion to the left, ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, run up through the middle. They find some holes. They are making their way around the Panthers. Panthers trying their best to grab on the driver here. Driver breaking his way through a ton of them. He gets down to around that 15-yard line. No, just kidding. That's still about the 20 before they eventually will get him down to the ground.
Driver's doing amazing at finding those holes, being able to slip away through that Asotin defense. Goes down at that 24-yard line.
Yeah, that was an essential run there by the Grizzlies. They got down quite a ways before they eventually got taken out by the Panthers. They'll be at 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line here. 8:40 left here on the clock in the first half of action. Score is still tied, 14-14. Grizzlies liked how that last one went. They're going to run a bunch formation again. Motion to the left. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. He's trying to run around the Panthers. Gets one around his ankles, but gets his way picked out of it. He's pushing his way through the Panthers here. Gets quite a bit of gain before he gets taken down on that run.
Yeah, it looked like a gain of around 13 on that play. Great run off that left side for Reimers. Ended up, like you said, breaking a tackle around his ankles.
Yeah, that was almost stucky there for Reimers. He had to use his feet really quickly to not get them caught by the Panthers, but Reimers was able to pick his way through it like a pro. Grizzlies going to be running a bunch formation again. They will have a fresh set of downs at the 11-yard line. Ball is snapped. They're going to be trying to run it up through the middle. Cannot get too far before the Panthers put them down into the dirt.
Yeah, that was a nice run by I believe, Cutter Driver. Ended up getting, I think, 2 or 3 on the play, so not too bad deep in the territory.
Yeah, a gain is still a gain in this game, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies. Right at that 9-yard line, they are within sight of that end zone again. Are looking to get another touchdown. 7:25 left here in the second quarter of action. They're going to send 2 out towards this right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Try and run up through the middle. He's picking his way through the Panthers. Does not quite get where he needs to before he gets tackled there.
Yeah, still a solid run by Driver there. Ended up getting around 5 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, the Grizzlies
3rd and 4 possibly.
Grizzlies getting real close here to that end zone again. They aren't too worried about downs at this moment. They are just 5 away from the end zone. So that is 3rd and 4 at the 5-yard line. Grizzlies going to be running a bunch formation again. Motion to the right. Ball is snapped. Going to hand it off. Try and push Driver up through the middle here. He's making his way around the Panthers. Is just shy of the end zone before he gets taken down.
Will still be a first down for the Grizzlies, so it will be 1st and goal at around that 1-yard line. 1st in inches, basically.
Yeah, and the Panthers were in this exact same position at that exact same end of the field not too long ago either. So maybe this is just their favorite place to put a football on the field, you know, a lucky spot or something. They will be at 1st and 1 at the 1-yard line. 6:11 left on the clock. Grizzlies in bunch formation. Ball is snapped. Trying to push up there through the center. And that will be good for the Grizzlies. Their efforts have paid off. That'll be a score of now 14-20 with the Grizzlies in the lead. 6 minutes left in the first half of action. Grizzlies getting ready for their point after touchdown here. Of course, we're going to have Hamburg to kick off, not kick off, but get that point after touchdown here for the Grizzlies. He's been really consistent for them this season, has been a great asset, and still has 1 year left to be able to play for the Grizzlies. He's just a junior this year. You're getting all set and ready here on the field. Ball is snapped and the kick is up. That one will actually fall short for Hamburg. Not sure what went wrong there, but that was not what we normally see from him. That'll leave the score 14-20 with 6 minutes left on the clock in the second quarter, and we will be right back after this.
James A. Sewell and Associates is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 600 4th Street in Newport, Washington, James A. Sewell and Associates provides consulting, engineering, and local surveying for the greater Newport area. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday from 8 to 4. You can contact James A. Sewell and Associates at 509-447-3626. Again, that's 509-447-3626. Cubs FM thanks James A. Sewell and Associates.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We have Hamburg ready to redeem himself after that terrible kick here to kick off for the Panthers. Let's see if he goes back to true Hamburg fashion or if this one will be another surprising one from him. Kick is up. That one is pretty deep down there. Rolls way back down into the end zone. Not sure if it goes out of bounds before or not to be considered a touchback.
Yeah, that will be a touchback for the Panthers. We'll get the ball at the 20-yard line to start off their drive.
Yeah, that'll be a good place to start here for the Panthers. Gonna have, what is that, an 80-yard run here, which is pretty standard for the high school level to be going down that field that far. Score is still 14-20 with the Grizzlies at a 6-point advantage here. Panthers are in a little powwow, as I love to say. Now they are breaking up that huddle. And they are going to be sending one out towards this left side of the field, one out right, quarterback in the shotgun position. Motion to the left, ball is snapped. The refs are going to immediately be throwing up some flags on that play.
Looks like it will be a false start for the Panthers. Bring him back, I think, 5 yards in high school. So we'll be first and 15.
Yeah, the Panthers are sure going to have a lot of ground to make up on this one. I think this is the first play this game that they have more than 10 yards to run on a set of downs here. We have 5:57 left in the second quarter. Just 3 seconds it took them for that last play. Panthers breaking the huddle now. They're at first and 15 at the 15-yard line, as a matter of fact. That's some fun 15s. Going to be sending 2 out left, 1 out right. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. He's going to keep it and run down that right side of the field. He found his hole through the Grizzlies, and he is taking advantage of it again. Grizzlies cannot get their hands on him. He is breaking his way down the field at the 20, at the 10, and yet again, that will be a touchdown for the Panthers.
That was a great run up the right side for Els there. Full 85-yard touchdown. Ended up crossing definitely more than 85 yards on that play, going left and right, all the way across the field.
Yeah, he definitely had to work for that one, picking his way around the Grizzlies. He saw every single hole available and just went right to wherever they were. Great run there for Asotin to bring the score to a tied 20 right now. However, the Panthers still do have their chance at their PAT here. We have Osman kicking off, I keep saying that, kicking here for the Panthers for their point after touchdown. Ball is snapped. The kick is up, and that will be good for the Panthers. That'll bring the score 21-20. The Panthers just barely coming out with a lead right here. 5:38 left on the clock in the second quarter of action, and we'll be right back after this.
Cubs FM thanks Dr. Lock and Safe LLC. Dr. Lock and Safe LLC opens and repairs safes covering commercial, residential, and automotive lock needs for the Newport and surrounding areas. Dr. Lock and Safe LLC replaces lost car keys. You may call or text Dr. Lock and Safe LLC at 509 809-671-7520. Thanking the community and businesses that have been so supportive for the past 10 years. That's Dr. Lock and Safe, LLC.
Newport Farmers Insurance is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 309 South Washington Avenue in Newport, Washington. Newport Farmers Insurance provides home, auto, life, and business insurance, as well as Medicare Advantage Plan. Newport Farmers Insurance is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Newport Farmers Insurance may be contacted at tcostello1@farmersagent.com or at 447-3428. Again, that's 447-3428. Getting you back where you belong. That's the goal of Newport Farmers Insurance.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We have Osman ready to kick this ball off here for the Grizzlies. Score is 21-20 with 5:38 left. That ball will stay on the ground, roll around that 30-yard line. Grizzlies will pick it up, run it down the field here. He gets to about that 47-yard line before he gets taken down.
Yeah, that was Aries Swain with the return there, getting across midfield for the Grizzlies, putting them in such great field position to start off the game.
Yeah, that was a really nice run there by Swain. I don't think he was quite expecting the ball to just go right to him on the ground there, but he adapted well, picked it up, was able to get it down to this 47-yard line here, which is a great place to start for the Grizzlies. We're at 1st and 10 now. We have 5:29 left on the clock in the first half. Grizzlies going to be running a bunch formation here on this play. Quarterback in the shotgun position. He'll have driver off on his right side. Motion to the right. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. He's trying to run down this right side of the field. Goes back left a little bit, trying to find his way around the Panthers. Absolutely just trucking through the Panthers. Won't quite let him take him down. Gets around the 38 before they take him down on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice little 9-yard gain from Reimers there, ending up getting to that 38-yard line, bringing them even closer to the end zone.
Yeah, that'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Grizzlies. We're almost able to get the full 10 on that run. Grizzlies going to be sending one out towards this left side of the field again. Motion to the left. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, run up through the middle, and he's making his way around the Panthers. He's trying to push through them. They're grabbing onto him, but he is just trucking as much as he can. Gets quite a bit of gain before they take him down around that 28-yard line.
Yeah, driver with the 11-yard carry there, getting them down to, what was it, the 29-yard line, 28-yard line?
Yeah, somewhere right in there. Can't quite exactly see which yard line it is, but you'll just have to take our word for it. It's somewhere down there. Grizzlies breaking the huddle here. They're going to send 2 out towards this right side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position here. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Going to try and run up through the middle. Reimers with the ball here. Gets grabbed onto by the ankles of the Panthers. Does not get anywhere before they throw him to the ground.
Yeah, didn't get much there, if any at all. I think he actually lost a yard there.
Yeah, it looks like he will lose 1 on that play. Ball is actually on the 25-yard line here. They'll be at 2nd and 11. Going to be running that bunch formation again. They seem to be liking that a bit more than sending our wide receivers out. Score 21-20. Grizzlies down 1 point. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off. Go back up through the middle. He's picking his way around the Panthers. Gets quite a bit of gain before they eventually grab onto him and take him out.
Looks to be around a gain of 10 there for driver. He's really picking up momentum in these in this past quarter.
Yeah, I guess you could say driver's doing a pretty good job of driving the ball for the Grizzlies here. We have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter of action. Grizzlies in their little huddle deciding what they want to do. They'll have 3rd and 3 at the 16-yard line. Grizzlies now breaking the huddle. Going to be running that bunch formation again. They have one guy just slightly out left for him. Quarterback in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, run up through the middle. Tries to jump through the Panthers, but is not quite successful in that. Panthers grab onto him. They're able to take him down pretty successfully, but that should bring up some new downs for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Preston Wazensky there. I really thought it would have been Reimers there to be their powerhouse guy, but Wazensky, the smallest guy on the field, was able to get their powerhouse yards there.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Wasensky to bring up a fresh set of downs for the Grizzlies. They're at the 12-yard line. So, again, they are within sight of that end zone here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock in the first half of this game. Grizzlies now breaking the huddle. Gonna have 2 out, 1 out, just slightly on this right side. Motion to the right. Ball is snapped. They're gonna try and run it up through the center. Panthers are all over them. They are able to get a little bit down the field before the Panthers are able to grab onto them and get them down to the ground.
Not so often do we see Wazensky running the ball, but he's been proven to be effective tonight so far.
Yeah, Wasensky's been doing some good work here for the Grizzlies. That'll be a gain of 5 for him to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line. Grizzlies definitely sending one way out right this time. Quarterback in the shotgun position here. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, try and run up through the center. Having some troubles picking their way through the Panthers again. Panthers bringing some good defense to this one. They get him down right around the 6-yard line, somewhere down there. It is very hard to see the hash marks on the field. You'll have to be very patient with us because we are doing our best here. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. I like 11. It's my favorite number. Fun fact for you.
Looks like they're having a little meeting down where they spotted the football. Don't really know what that's about.
Yeah, there were a ton of guys all over there, and where it is right between those marks there, they're just deciding exactly which line they're going to put it on.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and about 1 there for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, getting super close there for the Grizzlies for both a fresh set of downs and for a touchdown. They are at the 4-yard line is where I think they're at. Clock is ticking with 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Grizzlies gonna have one out towards this left side of the field.
Looks like it'll be a timeout for the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers will be calling a timeout. We're gonna take a quick break too, and we will be right back after this.
Cubs FM thanks Shotgun Diesel and Automotive, celebrating 10 years in business in Old Town. Josh Hebert and the guys at Shotgun Diesel and Automotive specialize in light diesel and automotive repair, full brake services, engine repairs, custom exhaust, suspension, and full diagnostics. Plus, Shotgun Diesel and Automotive now offers full tire services, mounting, balancing, and new tire sales. 208-437-3304. Your hometown one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. Shotgun Diesel and Automotive.
Newport's Perfection Tire is a valued sponsor of this broadcast and Grizzly activities. Located at 311 West Walnut Avenue, Perfection Tire is Newport's distributor of Cooper tires, and they provide full mechanical services by an ASE certified mechanic. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You may contact Newport's Perfection Tire at 447-3933. Cubs FM says thank you to Newport's Perfection Tire. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Grizzlies are at 3rd and 1 on the 4-yard line here. 47.4 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. Got our quarterback in the shotgun position here, getting ready to try and get one last touchdown here before the quarter is over. Ball is snapped. They're going to run up through the middle there. Panthers are all over them, but they will make it for a touchdown, bringing the score now 21-26. Grizzlies back in the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like that was Cutter Driver there with the touchdown. I think that's his 3rd of the night.
Yeah, Driver, I think it is his 3rd of the night here. He's been a very consistent player for the Grizzlies. Only took him a couple seconds to secure that touchdown. 42.8 left on the clock. Grizzlies getting ready to kick here for their point after touchdown. Have Hamburg back, hopefully redeeming himself for this kick here. Ball was snapped, but the refs will be throwing up some flags on that play.
It looks like it will either be a false start or an encroachment penalty. If it's an encroachment, they're going to probably go for 2. If it's false start, yeah, it will be encroachment. So I think the Grizzlies might be going for 2 here now, since cutting in half the yardage.
Yeah, and that will be An interesting position for the Grizzlies. Typically, they don't go for those 2-point conversions, but they did miss their last 1 point. So that would make up some lost ground for the Grizzlies. Curious to see how they decide to run this one. Hoping they will end up going for that 2-point conversion. Score right now is 21-26, and it looks like they will be running it on this one. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off, pushing their way up through the middle, and that will be good for the Grizzlies. Score is now 21-28 with the Grizzlies in the lead. 42.8 seconds left in the first half of action. We'll be right back for those last 42 after this.
Cubs FM is brought to you by the Kalispell Tribe of Indians. The Kalispell Tribe is proud to support the mission of nonprofits in the community. Since 2000, the tribe has donated more than $25 million to local nonprofit organizations in Pend Oreille and Spokane counties. The Kalispell Tribe believes that we're better together.
KUBS FM thanks Newport Community Hospital for their support of this broadcast. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Community Hospital provides outpatient treatments including IV infusions, wound care, ECG, and Holter monitor applications. The nursing team coordinates outpatient care with primary care providers and specialists. More information is available at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-6281.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Grizzlies getting ready to send the ball off to Asotin. We have 42.8 seconds left on the clock. Grizzlies, after that touchdown, are leading the game with 28 points. Panthers at 21. Grizzlies getting the ball set up right here. We have Hamburg, of course, to kick for the Grizzlies. He's our favorite for good reason. He's been really consistent. I think that was his first PAT kick he's missed all season this game. His kick is up, and he's going to keep it short for this one. Panthers almost receive it around that 30-yard line, but it ends up going a little farther back. They try and run it down the field, but the Grizzlies will not be letting that happen. Take him down around the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were just trying to waste time with that squig kick up the middle. However, I don't think it did waste too much time. I think it only used around 6 seconds.
Yeah, the Panthers did not want that one to take up as much time as the Grizzlies were hoping. The Panthers are at a pretty good starting position here. Ball is on the 34-yard line for 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Only 37.7 seconds left in the first half of action here. Panthers going to have one out towards this right side of the field. 2, actually. Just kidding. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Motion to the left. Ball is snapped. He's looking for a pass. He's going to run it down this left side a little bit here. He does not get anything done with that. The Grizzlies are just pushing him straight off of the field there.
Yeah, only gets around 1 on the play. Obviously was looking for that pass downfield. However, the Grizzly linemen were just chasing him all around the field. Had to end up going out of bounds to probably just save himself.
Yeah, the Grizzlies were not letting him get anywhere with that. They just pushed him as far as they could, and it paid off for him. They will get a 2-yard gain on that run to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Used up, let's see now, 6.9 seconds. We have 30.8 left on the clock. That was pretty good quick math. Ball is snapped. He's looking for a pass again. He's going to run down the actual right side of the field this time, throw it, and that will be good. It's caught around that 48-yard line, but the Grizzlies are right on top of him, spin him around, and just put him right into the ground.
Yeah, that was a good catch for them. Just unfortunate that they could not get out of bounds. We'll only have 21 seconds left on the clock, though.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting last 40-some seconds of this game. Ball is snapped. He's just going to throw it right down on the ground, actually.
Just to stop the clock there at 18.9 seconds without having to use a timeout.
Yeah, Asotin just kind of wants to get this first half done with, go into their halftime. They're going to be having a big tea party out on the field here. Asotin in an actual huddle. I know how to use my words, don't worry. Score right now is 21-28. Grizzlies leading the game by only 1 touchdown here. Going to be sending trips out towards this left side of the field. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Ball is snapped. Again, he's going to be looking for a pass. Throws it deep down. And the Grizzlies will not be letting him catch that ball. That will be an incomplete pass for the Panthers.
Luckily, it was incomplete, though, because that would have been down at around the 10-yard line, not in the end zone. Would have wasted so much time there probably for the Panthers.
Yeah, we only have 11.7 seconds left on the clock here in the first half of action. It's been a very prolonged last minute here. Panthers in the huddle here, actually breaking the huddle here. We are at 3rd and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gonna have trips out towards this left side again. Quarterback in the shotgun position. Gonna have one off towards his right side. Ball is snapped. He's gonna keep it and run up through the middle, but gets tripped up and taken down without much gain on that.
Yeah, it was just a quarterback keeper, and it looks like the Asotin Panthers will take a timeout at that after getting to that 43-yard line.
Yeah, Panthers will be taking a quick little timeout, so we will be right back after this.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, Albany Falls Building Supply is open 7 days a week, 7 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials, including lumber, tools, hardware, paint, plumbing, electrical, and lawn care supplies. You may contact Albany Falls Building Supply at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 500 Highway 57 just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities, rentals, second-hand consignments, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday, and by appointment on Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. Again, that number is 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We have Asotin deciding to throw the ball here, and the Grizzlies will intercept it, get pushed out of bounds way deep down there, and that will be the end of the first half of action. Carter, what is your thoughts on that play there?
Just heaving it up there, hoping that they can catch it in the end zone, obviously. Unfortunately, the Grizzlies will come down with it, but that will mean that the quarter has ended.
Yeah, that will be the end of the first half of action here. Score at halftime is 21-28. We will be back for our halftime yap after this.
Mama don't pray for my success anymore, yeah, but mama still prays for me. Seeing the world ain't really seeing the world through a window from A to B. Between alcohol and women, Adderall and adrenaline, I don't ever get no rest. Sign my life away to be the life of the party, yeah, to everybody else. I look like a rock star, in and out of cop cars, living out of suitcase, trashing hotel bars. If I see the sunrise, it's 'cause I stayed up all night, drinking 'cause I need to. Damn it, what a good life, judging by my long hair. You might think I don't care, sitting here sipping and bitching about a spot where people would kill to be, kill to be, kill to be. But y'all, it ain't as good as it seems. This living a dream is killing me, killing me, killing me. It's killing me, killing me, killing me. Another day, another venue. There's trouble to get into, and love ain't on the menu again. Lonely as an eagle, I meet 1,000 people who think I got 1,000 friends. There's a stranger in the mirror. But according to the pictures, I'm a rock star, in and out of cop cars, living out of suitcase, trashing hotel bars. If I see the sunrise, it's 'cause I stayed up all night, drinking 'cause I need to. Damn it, what a good life, judging by my long hair. You might think I
it ain't as good as it seems. This living a dream is killing me, killing me, killing me. It's killing me, killing me, killing me. Killing me, killing me, killing me. There's a stranger in the mirror. But according to the pictures, I'm a rock star, in and out of cop cars, living out of suitcase, trashing hotel bars. If I see the sunrise, it's 'cause I stayed up all night, drinking 'cause I need to. Damn it, what a good life, judging by my long hair. You might think I don't care, sitting here sipping and bitching about a spot where people would kill to be, kill to be, kill to be. But y'all, it ain't as good as it seems. This living a dream is killing me, killing me, killing me. It's killing me, killing me, killing me. Killing me, killing me, killing me. That backstop on the old ball field's made from grade A Pennsylvania steel. It's been sitting there since 1951. And that shell's been on the corner since Coke was glass and gas was a quarter. And that water tower's seen 10,000 suns. Start thinking you can mower that lawn, fix you up a little ranch house home. Some things just keep on getting better with time. That Chevrolet still tears up clay but lost its shine. And she'll crank that radio and sing strawberry wine. And when you fall in love, there's a cloud of dust and a dream that's made of American rust. And that diamond ring your grandpa gave to grandma way back in the days, the one you're bound to use when you find the one. And that church bell that they rang back then's the same one they'll be ringing when you both say that you do until life's done. Fix you up a little ranch house home, making babies till you have to add on and on and on. And some things just keep on getting better with time. That Chevrolet still tears up clay but lost its shine. And she'll crank that radio and sing strawberry wine. And when you fall in love, there's a cloud of dust and a dream that's made of American rush. Friday night tears, yellow
Girl, you're knocking the restless off my boots. Mama said it couldn't be done, baby, what do you know? Got the cowboy in me trading my ropes for roots. I just wanna plant something and watch it grow. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan, living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs. Baby, I don't even know what we'll have rows of. Maybe corn, maybe cotton, maybe soybean. All I know is all I need is your love. And the Lord will take care of the sun and the rain. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan, living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs, kicking up dust up and down them fields. Baby, don't it turn you on? Take you on a sunset or ride any night you want. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan, living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs. You like them songs, don't you, baby?
Welcome to our halftime yap. Carter, what has been your favorite part to watch about this game so far?
Both teams' run games have been very effective so far. It's been a back-and-forth battle between the two. 21-28. This has been the closest game that we've broadcasted so far.
Yeah, that's for sure. It has been a very close match between these two teams. Asotin has been bringing a lot of pressure here tonight. They are on their home field, and they came out of a pretty tough loss after last week, so they are wanting to get their feet back underneath them. However, the Grizzlies are undefeated up till this point and are not wanting to break that record yet. So it has been a lot of tension coming from both teams here.
After seeing what the score has been like so far, what do you think the final score will be like?
You know, your prediction was officially off now because Asotin has broken 14. That was what you guessed.
I did say 14.
And so, I don't know. Can I say I don't know again? 42 to whatever 7 less than 42 is.
35.
35 with, I don't know what team winning, actually. I'm going to give Asotin a win on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Betraying the Grizzlies.
I am not betraying anybody. I think Asotin has been bringing a lot of pressure, and they are still hungry for another win here.
Even with the Grizzlies receiving the ball to start the second half?
Even with the Grizzlies here to receive, I think Asotin is going to bring a lot more pressure in the second half too. I think they've got more in them, and they are going to show the Grizzlies that in the second. Did I say quarter? I meant half. If I said quarter, you know I didn't. You didn't hear that. So that will be the end of our little halftime yap. We will go to a quick break and be right back for the second half of action after this.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, Albany Falls Building Supply is open 7 days a week, 7 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials, including lumber, tools, hardware, paint, plumbing, electrical, and lawn care supplies. You may contact Albany Falls Building Supply at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 500 Highway 57 just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities, rentals, second-hand consignments, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday, and by appointment on Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. Again, that number is 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Kalispell Casino and RV Resort in Cusick, Washington. Located 20 minutes north of Newport on Highway 20, the resort includes Wetlands Family Restaurant, the Slaw Dining Area with large screen TVs, full RV hookups and cottage rentals, and gaming facilities. All open to the public at 8 a.m. daily. The Kalispell Casino and RV Resort, bringing dining, lodging, and entertainment to Pend Oreille County.
Cubs FM thanks Newport Health Center for their support. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides walk-in express care for urgent but non-emergent medical concerns. Express care is available to everyone, regardless of insurance or primary care provider. Express care hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break on Saturdays from 12 to 1. You can find more info at newporthospitalandhealth.org or by calling 509-447-3139.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame, like it never happened.
Sievers Pharmacy is a full-service Health Mart pharmacy owned by Newport Hospital and Health Services, providing pharmaceutical services and a selection of gifts and treats. Located at 336 South Washington Avenue in Newport. Sievers is open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 to 4. Sievers is closed for lunch between 1 p.m. and 1:30. For more information, call 509-447-2484 or visit newporthospitalandhealth.org.
Welcome to this Grizzly football broadcast. I'm Carter Brantner, switching roles with Haley Bolliard.
It's quite a sad thing. You'll miss me, I know it.
And we are getting set to kick off the second half. Panthers down 21-28 against the Grizzlies. They're setting up their kickoff right now. Dropping back, getting ready for the kickoff are the Panthers. The kick is off, and it's a line drive up the middle. Cutter driver muffles it. Picked up by Preston Wazensky. Going off towards that middle, and ends up going down at around that 31-yard line, 32-yard line.
Yeah, the ball bounced right off of Cutter's helmet there. He almost had it, but it just kind of went woo away. And not a bad starting place here now for the Grizzlies, is it?
Not at all.
Hey, what are the Grizzlies doing right now? What
Grizzlies are in the huddle.
Not the huddle. The tea party.
Grizzlies will send one off on this right side, one off on the left side. Cutter driver about a step ahead of Brad Martin. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Cutter, going off that left side. Ends up fighting for yards and going down at around that 38-yard line, 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was not a very long run there by the Grizzlies. They will get a little bit of gain, actually quite a bit of gain on that play there. Should be about a 6-yard gain for the Grizzlies. Driver was just able to pick his way through that Panther pile pretty nicely.
It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Grizzlies. We have 2 out on this right side. Cutter on Brad's hip. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Cutter. And only gets around 2 on the play there.
Yeah, the Panthers brought a lot of resistance to the Grizzlies on that one. Just put up an absolute wall of defense. Did not let them get much for gain on that run.
Grizzlies in the huddle right now.
In the huddle?
Looks like they will bring in a bunch formation for this 3rd and 2. Cutter's still on his hip. Motion to the right. Hand it off to Cutter. Going up the middle, but he gets stuffed immediately.
Yeah, Driver tried to go up through the middle, but the Panthers kind of had a little posse picked out there. Tried to go right through it, got tripped up there, and just got pushed backwards there by the Panthers.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate run for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that should bring up 4th and 3 now for the Grizzlies. Deciding here if they want to try and push this one forward or if they're just going to punt it and call it good.
They have Reimers down in that backfield, getting ready for a punt. Asotin 1 back, getting ready to receive. Ball is snapped. Reimers punts it off. It's a nice high wobbling kick. Takes a good Grizzly bounce and will be downed at around that 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a really solid kick there by the Grizzlies, and I would love to know what a good Grizzly bounce is. I like that term here.
Well, when the bounce off a punt goes towards the opposing end zone, and opposed to bouncing back to where they already had punted it, that's what a good Grizzly bounce is referred to.
Good Grizzly bounce. That is going to be our favorite word here of the broadcast. Asotin has a pretty sketchy starting position here.
Asotin coming out of the huddle. Their quarterback way off. Oh, and it will be a false start on the Grizzlies prior to the play, but they're calling it really, really late. And it will be a loss of 5. Still 4th down. They'll probably just repeat, kick again.
Yeah, if they're going to kick it at 3, they're going to kick it at 8 as well. It's not like losing 5 is going to change them kicking it here. Maybe they'll have another good Grizzly bounce.
Possibly. They still have Reimers in the backfield.
Yeah, they look like they're just going to run it the same way they did last time.
Asotin has L's back for them to return. Ball is snapped. Punt is off, and it's a low driver. Still takes a decent bounce for the Grizzlies, but will be downed at around that 41-yard line. Definitely not as good as they wanted it to be. Definitely wish they did not commit that false start.
Yeah, that was not a good Grizzly bounce. And now Asotin will have a really solid starting position here for their next drive. Ball will be right on that 40-yard line for them. Pretty close to midfield here.
Panthers in the huddle. Refs looks like they're talking to them in that huddle. Haven't seen that much.
The refs just wanted to join in on their little powwow this time.
Panthers have 3 out on this left side, 1 out on that right side. 1 a step ahead of the quarterback. Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeps the ball, runs up that right side, and goes down after a gain of around 4.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid start there by Asotin. They got to get a little bit of the ways down the field there before the Grizzlies eventually did get them taken down. They had to try and run around the Grizzlies' hands a little bit, but were ultimately able to get a gain of 4 on that one, which is pretty solid for them there.
Asotin breaking out of their huddle, sending one out on this left side, actually two out on this left side. Two in the backfield, quarterback under center. Ball is snapped, handed off, and they find a hole, going up the middle and going down at around that 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a vital play there by Asotin. Not as well as they've been finding the other holes, but they still found that hole and were able to pick their way through the Grizzlies' defensive line there, which is not an easy task to do. Bring up a fresh set of downs here for the Panthers.
Panthers in their huddle, now breaking. They're sending one out, two out on this left side again. Same formation as before. Two behind him. Quarterback under center. Ball is snapped, handed off, looking to run up that left side and met immediately by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think the Panthers tried to trick the Grizzlies a little bit on that one. They don't typically like to have their quarterbacks under center in high school, but the Grizzlies did not get tricked by that play. They were able to take the Panthers down with no gain on that for the Panthers, I don't believe.
I believe that was Keaton Schultz with the tackle there. Asotin breaking their huddle, sending two out on that right side, one out on the left, or two out on the left, my apologies. Quarterback in shotgun position with one on his hip. Ball is snapped. Quarterback looking to keep it and run. Gets through a gap and ends up going down at around that 30-yard line.
Yeah, the quarterback went up through the center of the field there. He acted like he was going to go right a little bit, was able to successfully make his way around the Grizzlies. They were not able to get him down before the Panthers got a fresh set of downs.
That's enough for a Panther.
Quarterback Cody Ells is one of the best in the whole state. They send two out left. Quarterback under center. Ball is snapped. Hands it off to the fullback. Ends up going down to around that 28-yard line.
Yeah, that will be a little bit of a gain there for the Panthers. They tried to run up through the center there. The Grizzlies were able to grab onto him pretty immediately there. Give him about a gain of 3 on that one.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 at the 28-yard line. Panthers 21, Grizzlies 28 with 7 minutes left on the clock. Panthers have 3 out on that right side, 1 out on the left. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Looking to run up the middle again. He ends up getting around, I think, 8 on the play there.
Yeah, this quarterback is really good at kind of pulling out some ballet and just spinning around the Grizzlies, making his way around their grasps. It's pretty slippery and is able to just get away from the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have had troubles holding on to him here. They are creeping closer and closer to the end zone here.
Grizzlies defensive line kind of falling out right now in this third quarter. Asotin, 1 out, snaps the ball, starts running up the middle, and goes down right around that 20-yard line again, right around that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that will not be let me gather my thoughts here. That will not be any gain there, or maybe a gain of 1 for the Panthers. You just said that the Grizzlies' defensive line was kind of falling through. Guess they took that personal. They put that wall back up and did not let the Panthers cross through it.
Every time I've talked about the Grizzlies' defensive line, it's just switched up. Like in the first quarter, said they were doing really good, ended up getting a 85-yard touchdown.
Yeah, they like to keep you on your toes, I guess.
Asotin has 2 out on the right side, 2 out on the left side, 1 on his hip. Ball is snapped, looking to run again. Goes up that left side and goes down at around that 8-yard line.
Yeah, that was a solid run there by Els. Again, he was able to find his way around the Grizzlies, gets a massive gain on that run to be within reach of the end zone for this next set of downs.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers, I believe.
Should be, yeah. I think the ball is down either on the 8 or the 9-yard line. Kind of hard to see that far down the field from this angle.
Panthers Send 2 out on that right side. 1 behind the quarterback in the backfield. Quarterback creeping up, now stepping back into shotgun position. Ball is snapped. Looking to run again up that right side. And number 58, Aries Swain, takes him down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a really solid defensive play there by Swain. He saw where that guy was trying to run, came in behind him, and just grabbed him from the ankles, threw him to the ground.
That's one way to put it.
It is. It's a pretty good way to put it, if you ask me.
Asotin in their huddle right now. Sends 1 out on the left side. Actually ends up sending 3 out on that left side. They keep on switching up on me.
They did it to me earlier, too. I feel
1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Ball is snapped. He's looking to run out on that left side. And he's doing effectively so. Goes down at around that 1 yard line, I believe, is what they're signaling. And it will be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, that was a really close run there by Asotin. Again, that quarterback, solid as ever, went deep down towards this left side of the field here and tried to sneak his way into the end zone. I think he might have kicked a piece of dirt in there that was about that much off of his shoe. You can't see, but it's a very small amount. And just fell short of the end zone there.
Asotin breaking their huddle right now on this 3rd down and inches, sending 2 out on the right side. 2 in the backfield. They will be under the center, and they will sneak in. It'll be an Asotin touchdown.
Yeah, that was a really solid play there by Asotin. They knew they did not have far that they had to get before they got a touchdown for that. We're just able to barely slink in there under the Grizzlies to secure another touchdown on the board.
Speaking of secure, Cody Ellis is basically securing his spot as one of the best in Washington.
Yeah, that is for sure. He has been a solid player here for Asotin. Score right now is 27-28. Looks like Asotin's just going for 1 on this one.
Very smart play by them. Just get the easy 1. Ball is snapped. Kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. That'll bring it an even score, 28-28. With 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. We will be right back after this break.
Cubs FM is brought to you by the Kalispel Tribe. For generations, the Kalispel Tribe has taken great care in stewarding the land, water, and wildlife. Today, the Kalispel Tribe continues to protect and restore our ecosystems through wildlife conservation and water and land management, working to restore and care for our shared resources. Together, the Kalispel Tribe hopes to share a sustainable future for generations.
Support for KUBS comes from Ponderay County PUD. The PUD provides energy-saving programs, flexible payment options, and appliance rebates for qualified customers. You might also check out their Neighbors in Need program. For more information, you may visit Ponderay County PUD at 130 North Washington in Newport, or you may contact them at 509-447-3137. Quality service at low cost, that's Ponderay County PUD.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Score is tied up at 28 with 3:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Asotin just scored the touchdown. Getting ready to kick off. Asotin stepping back. I believe that is their kicker. Where is the paper? Stone Osman stepping up to kick the ball, and the kick is underway. It's a high one. First one I've seen tonight. Ball is received by Cutter Driver. He's going up the middle. He finds a hole. He finds multiple holes, and he's still going. Ends up getting down at around that 44-yard line.
Yeah, that kicker sent the ball right into the arms of Driver. Driver received it really well. Went up through the middle of the field. Had to go left, right, up, and probably down a little bit to get away from the Panthers here. Very nice run there by Driver.
That run will set up great field position for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that should set them right around the 44-yard line on their side here.
Grizzlies will set up in bunch formation. Bradley Martin in shotgun position. Ball is snapped, and he fakes the handoff, throwing it down to Aiden Kramer. Aiden Kramer catches the ball and goes out of bounds at around that 16-yard line.
Yeah, that was a really solid catch there by Kramer. Was right where he needed to be for that. Got the ball, just almost staying in bounds, but got a little wibble wobbly and just barely stepped out and decided to commit to that step out.
That'll bring up great field position for the Grizzlies. Fresh set of downs at around that 15-yard line, maybe 16-yard line. Can't really tell from here.
Yeah,
Grizzlies in bunch formation. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Cutter Driver again. Keeps on going down and gets down to around that 8-yard line.
Yeah, Driver gets a bit of gain on that, but the refs will be throwing up some flags on that play.
I wonder what that flag will be called for.
Yeah, I'm not totally certain. Looks like the refs are having their little chit-chat deciding what they think it should be.
Just waiting on what the call will be.
Yeah, refs having a little bit of trouble deciding on this one. Gives the teams a good chance to both get their heads back where they need to be, though, and decide how they want to play this best.
Looks like it will be on the Grizzlies. Can't tell. I don't believe they signaled for what penalty it will be, but it will be going backwards.
Yeah, we'll be sending the Grizzlies back quite a bit on
Some
this
sportsmanlike conduct apparently on the Grizzlies.
one. Interesting. Now they will have a lot of yards to make up if they want to get a fresh set of downs and their chance at a touchdown here. They got set back quite a bit.
It will be, I believe, 1st and 15 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 Grizzlies coming up.
Oh, 1st and 10. It looks like they counted the first down, just
Not where it landed.
definitely not. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 21-yard line. 3 minutes, 16 seconds left in this third quarter. Things all tied up at 28. Grizzlies will send 2 out to the left side. Cutter Driver on Brad Martin's left hip. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Cutter Driver, going up that right side. Ending getting to about that 12-yard line.
Yeah, Driver tried to powerhouse his way through the Panthers like Reimers typically does. However, Driver is not as much as of a freight train as Reimers tends to be and was not able to push his way through there as much. However, he did get a massive gain on that play.
Grizzlies will send 1 out on each side of the field.
Goodbye.
Ball is snapped, and Brad Martin fumbles the ball, and it will be recovered by Cutter Driver, I believe. That was a very scary play for the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
We'll end up losing around 5 yards, making it 2nd and 6, or 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that was almost terrible for the Grizzlies. Luckily, they were able to kind of squash that there and did not lose possession of the ball, but did get pushed back down the field quite a way. Sorry, my words are not wording here today.
Ball is snapped, handed off to Cutter Driver, trying to go up that right side, but gets pushed down by, it looked like, his own teammate.
Yeah, he kind of pushed his own teammate out of the way there. He was trying to run and someone was in the way. Tried to push him so he could make his way through and ended up falling on his head and doing a little bit of a somersault there.
Yeah, they're in their little huddle right now. Looks like they will be going for it on 4th down with 1:40 left in the third quarter. Very dangerous to not just be taking the easy 3. They're in bunch formation. Motion to the left, ball is snapped. Running out on that left side. Throws it towards Reimers. And ends up catching it for the touchdown, Jacob Reimers.
Yeah, that was a key play there by Reimers. He knew where his spot was on the field. They knew to look for him. It just connected perfectly. They were able to go and get the touchdown off that one.
Brad Martin was able to put it right over that defender's head, causing Reimers to just pick it up right over him. The height advantage was definitely apparent there.
Yeah, that is for sure. You can definitely see the height that the Grizzlies have on the Panthers here.
There will be flags prior to the snap.
Yeah, not quite sure what the refs are going to call on that. Score right now is 34 to 28.
It'll be offsides / encroachment on the Panthers. They probably will just go for 2 here again.
Yeah, probably. The Grizzlies have had some luck with the Panthers deciding to kind of get up in their business on this. Are able to make up for some points that would be otherwise lost here.
Grizzlies lining up with 1 out left. Quarterback snaps the ball, hands it off to Driver, and gets the easy 2 points. That will bring the score 36 to 28. With 1 minute 18 left in this third quarter, we will be right back after this.
Newport Health Center is a proud supporter of Cubs FM. Now accepting WellCare Medicare Advantage plans, Newport Health Center provides family medical services including obstetrics, gynecology, orthopedics, behavioral health, and express care. Their team of providers serves families and patients of all ages. More information is available at newporthospitalandhealth.org or at 509-447-3139.
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday from 7 to 6. Selkirk Ace Hardware provides what you need to prepare for the season. You may reach them at 208-437-5669. Again, that's 437-5669. Just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2, Selkirk Ace Hardware. We are grateful for our community, we are here for you, and we are always helpful.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Grizzlies just coming off a monster drive. Brad Martin throwing it over the defense, allowing Jacob Reimer to just catch it on, basically head-topping them.
Yeah, that was a very exciting play there for the Grizzlies. They were also able to get that 2-point conversion. And if you saw the coaches, they were running out on the field just as excited as the players were for that. They are excited to see that their work in these boys has been paying off here tonight.
Damian Hamburg ready to kick. Kick is off, and it's a line drive off that left side. And it bounces out of bounds. That'll be unfortunate for the Grizzlies. That'll bring the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that will be a really great starting point for Asotin, though. I'm sure they are excited to get to run it down from this 40. I think they've actually gotten to do that a couple times here tonight.
Maybe once or twice. There's 1 minute, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Grizzlies up 8 now on the Panthers due to that 2-point conversion, 36-28.
I think I might have to change my predictions from 42 to 43 based on that extra point there.
Then that would make you predicting the Grizzlies to win.
Oh, true. I forgot about
Asotin has 3 out on the right side, 2 out on the left. Empty backfield. Ball is snapped. He's looking to run and gets stuffed. Maybe gaining around 2 yards, maybe 3 yards on that play before going down.
Yeah, the Grizzlies' defensive line sure meant business on that. They just put up that wall that we've been seeing from them in the past and just put him straight into the dirt.
Panthers in their little huddle, sending 1 out on the left side. Never mind, now there's 2 out on the left side. They keep doing that. They'll have quarterback under center, 2 in the backfield. Grizzlies showing blitz, and they do blitz. Brad Martin with the tackle for loss. Gets him down at around that 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was an incredible defensive play there by the Grizzlies. They really threw Asotin for a loop and just threw him straight down.
Asotin will not have to run a play if they do not want to. Only 19 seconds left in the third quarter. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
Yeah, if they just stay in their little powwow here for long enough, which it looks like they're planning on, the clock will just run out and we will conclude that third quarter of action. Both teams stepping off here.
That will be the end of the third quarter. Grizzlies up 8, 36-28. We will be right back for fourth quarter action after this.
Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Cubs FM thanks Honest Ed's Tires. Honest Ed's Tires provides comprehensive tire service, new and used tires and wheels, mounting, electronic balancing, rotation, and tire sensor service and replacement. Honest Ed's Tires is located at 9972 Deer Valley Road in Newport. You may contact Honest Ed's Tires at 509-991-3820. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 4 Saturdays. Cubs FM says thank you to Honest Ed's Tires. Tires you can trust.
Support for Cubs FM comes from the Camas Center Medical and Dental Clinic, located 25 minutes north of Newport and open to the public. Accepting most public and commercial insurance plans, the Camas Center Clinic offers medical, dental, and chiropractic care, as well as physical therapy, laboratory services, child wellness checks, and sports physicals. The Camas Center Clinic, offering wellness for the whole community.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. We have Asotin in a 3rd and 8 situation down at that 37-yard line. They've got 1 out left, 2 on his hips, motion to the right, flips it, and it's fumbled. And then Brad Martin will pick up the fumble recovery at that 37-yard line. Grizzlies will have possession in great field position.
Yeah, that was a quick move there by Martin. He saw that ball just barely hit the ground and just went boom right on top of it. Did not want to miss that opportunity here tonight.
Grizzlies will have, like I said before, great field position to start this drive. Already up 8. Let's see if the momentum will carry from last drive.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Grizzlies are probably a bit excited after that, and they are still down close to their own end zone here.
Grizzlies will be in bunch formation to start the drive. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Driver, going off that right side. Gets a couple of blocks going for him. And still going, ends up going down at around that 8-yard line.
Yeah, that was an impressive run there by Driver. He was able to break through countless of the Panthers defenders here and get way down the field from where they started to get so close to that end zone before he got taken down.
Yeah, he's wishing that he could just slip through 1 or 2 more tackles, but yeah, still an amazing run from Driver.
Yeah, that's
to come out of the They come out of the huddle in bunch formation. Brad Martin ready to snap. Ball is snapped. Handoff to Driver. And it'll be a touchdown. Diving attempt for the touchdown. That will make the Grizzlies score increase to 42 now. It'll be 42-28 with 11:03 left in the 4th quarter, still with the PAT left to kick.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they will decide to just go for 1 here or where they're already up a little bit, if they'll risk it and go for 2 on this one. But it looks like they're just setting up for a kick here.
Hamburg stepping back, getting ready to send this PAT away through those uprights. He's all but one. He's made all but one so far. And the Panthers jump offsides again. This is the 3rd time tonight that we've seen this. And the offense will come back on.
Yeah, I think
the hard count definitely working.
I think that's also the 3rd time in a row that the Panthers pulled that move on the Grizzlies, but I don't think the Grizzlies are complaining that much about it.
Definitely not, especially when it sets them up for 2-point conversions. Grizzlies, the most they've scored in a game this season is 42, looking to definitely break that right here. They have 1 out on the right side. Ball is snapped. Cutter Driver gets the handoff, and it'll be good. 44-28 Grizzlies after that 2-point attempt. 11:03 left in the 4th quarter, and we will be right back after this.
Cubs FM thanks Shotgun Diesel and Automotive, celebrating 10 years in business in Old Town. Josh Hebert and the guys at Shotgun Diesel and Automotive specialize in light diesel and automotive repair, full brake services, engine repairs, custom exhaust, suspension, and full diagnostics. Plus, Shotgun Diesel and Automotive now offers full tire services, mounting, balancing, and new tire sales. 208-437-3304. Your hometown one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. Shotgun Diesel and Automotive.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. Score is 44-28 Grizzlies in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 3 seconds left. Grizzlies lining up to kick off to the Panthers. Hamburg gives a little squib kick off that left side, and he goes down at the 35-yard line, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, that was received there by Engel. He just kind of got it in his arms and fell right back down on top of himself there. But still a fairly good starting position there for the Panthers on this next run.
Will be actually the 31-yard line. My apologies.
Still a pretty solid place to start, if you ask me. I would not be complaining.
Asotin in their huddle, trying to think of something that will make them come back in this game. They send 3 off on that left side, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Getting ready to snap the ball. Quarterback keeps it, tries to go up on that left side, and Jacob Reimer ends up taking him down at that 35-yard line.
Yeah, Reimers went right directly to him and just kind of grabbed him around those pads that they've got on and slung him straight into the dirt on that one. Asotin was not able to get hardly any gainage on that with how aggressive Reimers was playing on that defensive side.
Refs correct it and say it's at the 34-yard line. Will be 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. They send 3 out on that left side again. 1 on his left hip this time. Ball is snapped. Looking for a pass. Rolls out on that left side. Throws it to the left side. And it is complete at that 44-yard line for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a solid run there by Asotin. They were able to just break through the Grizzlies enough to get that fresh set of downs. Just found that hole out on that left side and went right through it.
Panthers in the huddle. Now breaking said huddle. Sending 2 off on that right side. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. 1 on his hip, 1 behind him. Ball is snapped. Looking to hand it off to the guy behind him, and he gets stuffed immediately right back at that line. And there will be a flag on the play. I'm wondering if it's going to be another unsportsmanlike conduct on the Grizzlies for playing after the whistle.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The Grizzlies had that defensive wall right back again, but did not quite let it up when the refs said that that play was dead. So we're waiting to see here what the refs call on this next play. Not this next play, that past play.
Will be on the Grizzlies. As of right now, counting yards.
It
will be a face mask against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that'll send the Panthers forward by, what was that, 5 yards, I think?
Around. I think Panthers send 3 out on this right side, 2 out on the left. Empty backfield. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Ball is snapped, looking for a pass. Passes out on that left side, and it is complete. And he gets a couple of yards before going down at around that 43-yard line.
Yeah, that quarterback just sent an absolute dart out towards that guy on that left side of the field. It was saved well, but the Grizzlies were right there where that guy was, ready to take him down as soon as he got his hands on that ball. Yeah,
the Panthers really rolling this drive. 9 minutes, 7 seconds left. I think they're down 16 though, so it'll be a hard climb. We'll need to go for 2 points if they get a touchdown. Ball is snapped. Looking for another pass, rolls out to the left side and throws it in the dirt. Just trying to get anything but a sack.
Yeah, he was just kind of sending that to no man's land because he saw that the Grizzlies were coming out for blood after him. Did not want to get brought down behind that line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, Grizzlies definitely brought the blitz there. Had a couple of their linebackers send in towards that line of scrimmage, hence why he had to roll out and end up just throwing it away. Panthers break their formation, send 3 out on the right side, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Something's happening. Whistles have been blown. Play resumes. Ball is snapped, looking for a pass on this right side, rolls out right, throws it. It is complete at around the 30-yard line, gets to around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, these are some solid passes by Asotin. We've typically seen them mostly run the ball here in the past. So having these solid passes is going to be absolutely game-changing here for the Panthers.
That was a great catch by the Panthers. I believe that was their wide receiver, Dylan Finney. Not completely sure about that one. But it will, like Haley said, bring up a new set of downs. Quarterback under center, sending 1 out on each side. Ball is snapped, fakes a handoff, goes to the right side, and lowers his shoulder into our own Keaton Schultz. Gets around 5 or 6, maybe even 7 on the play there.
Yeah, that was a really solid run there by Asotin. He saw that the Grizzlies were going to try and block him, so he just decided to take them with him, sort of just snowplowed them down the field as far as he could before he eventually kind of lost his balance and fell over on his own.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Panthers at the 20, I think 3-yard line. Send 3 out on the left side, 1 on the backfield. Ball is snapped, rolling out left, looking for a pass. They've got blitz, throws it away into the dirt for an incompletion.
Yeah, the Panthers just kind of had to do whatever they could think of in that moment. Didn't have much of a upside or a downside on that throw there.
Papers are flying here.
Yeah, the wind brought up just a little bit. Maybe it'll blow some extra oxygen into the players' lungs here.
Don't know if that's exactly how things work, but I'm no scientist.
I think that is science.
Asotin sends 3 out on that left side, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Ball is snapped, rolling out left, looking for a pass, throws it, and it'll be incomplete. Just off the receiver's hands there.
Yeah, that was a really close play there by Asotin. If that guy would have been just a little, like a 1.5 feet forward, he would have been right where that ball was. But he just could not quite find the spot that he needed to be. There weren't any Grizzlies that were in his realm either, so he would have had a solid run after that, would he have been able to catch it.
It's the month of October. Let's see what they're concocting in that huddle there.
That was a good one.
They've got 2 out on the left side, maybe 3, I can't tell. Our angle is not the greatest tonight. 1 on the backfield with the quarterback. Ball is snapped, rolling out left, looking for a pass, and it'll be incomplete. That'll be a turnover on downs for the Panthers.
Yeah,
and it'll be Grizzly football at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a heartbreaker there for Asotin. It was really, really close. You could tell they wanted to stay in possession of that ball. They are fighting to try and stay in this game. Unfortunately, it just did not quite happen for them on that play.
Yeah, the Grizzlies will now have decent field position, better than probably a kickoff at their own 5-yard line. They will send 1 out on the right side, rest in bunch. 1 on Brad Martin's hip. That'll be Cutter Driver. Ball is snapped. Cutter Driver gets the handoff, rolling off to the right side, finds a gap, and goes down at around the 34-yard line. However, there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Driver was looking like he was going to have another one of those textbook runs where he could just pick his way through the defenders, but one did grab onto him, and the refs did see an issue with that play, so I'm curious to see what they are going to be deciding on this one.
It'll be an illegal block in the back on the Grizzlies. It'll still be first down. However, that'll back them up, I think, 15 yards. That'll be a punisher. No, it only backs them up maybe 5. I can't tell.
You know, it is really hard to see from where we are here tonight. Their lines are practically invisible once you get past, like, the 20 maybe. So you really cannot tell much of the exact yardage, but you still get the main idea out here.
Grizzlies in bunch formation. Ball is snapped. Handed off to Cutter Driver. He's doing the same thing as last time, running up the right side. He's still going at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he will go the distance. Cutter Driver with the touchdown. It will bring the score 50-28 with 7:18 left in the fourth quarter.
And as much as I'd love to be excited about that, the refs did throw a flag on that play. And so although that was a really impressive run there by Driver, his teammates did their job of keeping the guys off him. Refs are going to have to decide what they're going to call on that and if that will count, because that was a massive effort. So if that's all lost, I'm sure the Grizzlies will be a bit saddened by that.
It'll be a block in the back again for the Grizzlies. It'll be another 10-yard penalty, but it is a spot foul, so they will get to the 44-yard line.
At least that's not as bad as it could have been, but the Grizzlies did just make the same mistake twice in a row, which is a bit surprising. Typically, they learn from what they've done, especially one play after another. Looks like they'll be starting here just shy of that 45-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Grizzly receiver there blocked it. Ball is snapped, runs it off the right side and gets tripped up immediately behind the line. That'll be a loss of 3 or 4 on the play there.
Yeah, that is definitely not the play the Grizzlies wanted to see on that one. After having so much momentum from that last play, I'm guessing they are getting a little bit saddened by not getting that touchdown. Got pushed back a little bit, just let that defensive line get into them.
They will send one out left, rest in bunch. Cutter Driver on Brad Martin's hip. They will hand it off to Cutter Driver, running up the left side. Cutting through the middle and then cutting back on the left side. There's another flag on the play. There's keeps on having flags on the play for the Grizzlies. I believe it will be on the Grizzlies again.
Yeah, hopefully it's not the exact same flag they just got thrown on twice. Again, Driver's efforts were very apparent there on the field. He was pushing, pulling as much as he could with his feet there, going around those defenders. He did break through to get a new set of downs, but we'll see what the refs call again.
Actually, instead of Cutter Driver, I think that was Keaton Schultz that was running at that time. I'm not 100% certain, but it will be on the Grizzlies. It'll be 2nd down and 8 here for the Grizzlies. They're just in the huddle right now. Grizzlies lining up in bunch formation. Ball is snapped, handed off to Cutter Driver again, going off that right side. And will get stopped at around that line of scrimmage area again.
Yeah, Driver's teammates are seeming to get in his way a little bit this game. He's been trying to pick his way around those defenders, and his teammates are trying to do their job of keeping them off him, but Driver just cannot quite get through a line of 2 teams here.
There's currently 5 minutes, 47 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Grizzlies are up 16, 44-28. It'll be a 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line. They send one out on the right side. Driver still on Martin's hip. They hand it off to Reimers on the sweep action. And he slips through a couple of defenders, keeps on going. He's just a freight train right now. And will get the first down.
Yeah, that was an impressive drive there by Reimers. He just absolutely pushed and pushed and pushed his way through these defenders, did not let them slow him down a single little bit.
Grizzlies in a huddle. Grizzlies coming out of huddle right now. They're in bunch formation. Motion to the right. Snapped. Handed off to Cutter Driver, and he will get nowhere.
Yeah, that run was not there for the Grizzlies. They just could not quite connect on that. Driver was trying to get anywhere, but just got stopped straight in his tracks.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Excess Disposal Service is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Excess Disposal Service provides weekly commercial and residential roadside garbage can disposal, as well as commercial container services both in town and in rural locations. Excess Disposal Service may be contacted Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 at 208-437-4502. Serving all of Pend Oreille County since 1972, Cubs FM says thank you to Excess Disposal Service. Support for Cubs FM comes from Mountain View Lawns. Locally owned and operated, Mountain View Lawns serves the Pend Oreille River Valley with a 6-step fertilization and weed control program, offering scheduled treatments throughout the year. Fall aeration and overseeding are also available. For more information, call 509-828-9748. Again, that's 509-828-9748.
Newport Community Hospital is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. The Newport Community Hospital Surgical Team is committed to providing quality surgical services, including personalized service and state-of-the-art technology. Surgical services include general, orthopedic, gynecological, and podiatry-related surgeries. To learn more, you may visit newporthospitalandhealth.org, or you can ask your primary care provider about a referral.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. There is currently 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies up 16. Up 44-28. Second and 10 on the 27-yard line for the Grizzlies. They're in bunch formation. Cutter Driver on Brad Martin's hip. They will hand it off to Cutter Driver, trying to go up the right side. Gets around a couple, and it gets thrown down by the horse collar. That will be another 15 yards added on for the Grizzlies if my prediction is correct.
Yeah, Driver tried to run down that right side of the field, got grabbed on behind. The refs said absolutely not. That is not how we play here. Threw some flags up. We'll see what they decide to do with this one.
The student section cheering 6-7 right now.
Par for the course for high school football. I mean, what more could you expect?
Grizzlies in a huddle. They will be moving up the chains to around that 11, maybe 12-yard line, bringing the Grizzlies even closer to the goal of the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm sure the Grizzlies are getting a bit excited about getting this close to the end zone again. They have had pretty good luck once they get that close to getting touchdowns historically here tonight.
Grizzlies in bunch formation. Ball is snapped. They do their little trickery play of the double handoff. And it'll be down at, I believe, that 1-yard line. Just barely not getting into that end zone.
Yeah, the Grizzlies had yet to pull that one out of their pocket here tonight. I'm guessing they expected Asotin to expect that from them. And they finally decided to pull that one out again, and it paid off for them. They are basically right there at the end zone line. They just need to kind of let the wind blow the ball a little bit further, and it would be in there. The wind is blowing.
Maybe a little gust of the wind, like you said, give them oxygen.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needed a breath.
Maybe the ball needed to breathe. See?
Ball is snapped, handed off to Cutter Driver, and he just plows his way into the end zone for a Newport Grizzly touchdown. There is flags on the play, however, so that might affect the touchdown. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be kind of really sad for Driver to get 2 lost touchdowns in a row there. He had that one that he ran down that did not end up counting, and then this one would be terrible.
That's a personal foul. I think unnecessary roughness on Asotin. That should still count for the touchdown. And it will. Grizzlies will bring the score up 50-28 with 3 minutes 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dang it, I wish it was another minute.
Yeah, you do tend to like 4 minutes and 25 seconds for no particular reason.
Perfect temperature in degrees Fahrenheit to put in a Papa Murphy's pizza. I mentioned this last week. They're trying to get it to 51. Hamburg ready to kick. Ball is snapped, and it's up, and it will be good. Score will be 51-28. Grizzlies up with 3:25 left in the fourth quarter. We will be right back after this.
James A. Sewell and Associates is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 600 4th Street in Newport, Washington, James A. Sewell and Associates provides consulting, engineering, and local surveying for the greater Newport area. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday from 8 to 4. You can contact James A. Sewell and Associates at 509-447-3626. Again, that's 509-447-3626. Cubs FM thanks James A. Sewell and Associates.
Your locally owned and operated Newport McDonald's is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, McDonald's is open 7 days a week, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 25 years. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, and McCafe drinks. Newport McDonald's, where you can use the McDonald's app, order online, and have your food ready when you arrive. Curbside, dine-in, drive-thru, or even delivery. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to this Grizzly football broadcast. That personal foul that happened prior to the kickoff will bring the kickoff stance at the 45-yard line. Grizzlies will be kicking off very close to the end zone. I wonder if he's just going to try to boot it through the uprights or something crazy.
Something crazy would be par for the course for Hamburg. He's probably feeling a little lucky now. He has missed one of his PATs for the first time this season tonight. However, expect the unexpected with Hamburg.
You could say that. He's dropping back way farther than he has the rest of the night. I wonder if he's just going to boot this thing in the next year. There's a flag on the play, though. It might be an offsides or something. False start almost on the kicking team, the Grizzlies. So that'll bring him back to, I think, the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just kind of cancel out that personal foul that was caused there by the Panthers. Now we'll just be having a pretty average start here.
Still somewhat abnormal. Normally they kick it, I think, the 35-yard line. But they will be kicking it at the 50-yard line. You think he still tries to drop back all the way and boot it in the end of the end zone?
You know, he looked like he had fun with that. I think he actually might. No, he won't.
Still dropping back a moderate amount. Hamburg running up for the kick, and he does boot it. Will be fumbled at the 5-yard line for Asotin and gets taken down at the 20-yard line. The ball was out, though.
Yeah, that guy seemed to get a little bit just overwhelmed after he fumbled that. Took a second to pick it back up and try and run it back down the field. Grizzlies took advantage of that time that he spent there and just went right down to him and took him down pretty immediate.
It's not often you see two fumbles in the same play. However, they did recover the ball. It'll be 1st and 10, Panthers at the 15-yard line. Again, 3:16 left in this fourth quarter. Grizzlies up 51-28. If I do quick maths, I think that's 23 points.
Something like that. That seems right. Yeah, that's correct.
Asotin will send 3 out on the left side, 1 out on the right, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Ball is snapped. He's looking for a pass, dropping back, rolling out left, still rolling out left. Looks like he's going to just take it and run it and get around 4 or 5 yards there on the play.
Yeah, he decided he was just going to try and make him think he was going to go for a pass there, but just kept it himself, ran it as far down the field as he could till he got pushed out by the Grizzlies, and it was fairly successful. He got a solid gain on that run.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 19-yard line for the Panthers. Solid little run there. Ended up getting out of bounds and stopping the clock, which is what they need this deep in the game. However, still down 3 scores. It's going to be tough to come back this late. They'll send out 2 out on the left side, 2 out on the right side, 1 in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Looking for a pass on that right side. Rolls out left. Tries to find somebody, and his receiver slips. Maybe a little bit behind him.
Yeah, that was a close call there for Asotin. That pass almost found the guy, but unfortunately he just got a little jumbled up there and was not quite able to make it connect.
Asotin will now have a 3rd and 6 on their own 20-yard line, 19-yard line, around there. They'll bring out 3 on the right side, none on the left side. They will have 1 in the backfield, however, with the quarterback. Wonder if they will go back to running. However, that will eat up clock. Ball is snapped. Looking to pass on the left side. Ball is thrown, and he does a little toe tap at the 34 or 32-yard line, and it will be complete. New set of downs for the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers were just able to pull that off enough to get that fresh set of downs. That pass found that guy right where he needed to be. He probably knew he was going to go out of bounds catching that, but it was worth it for the Panthers.
Definitely did not want to have a 4th and 6. Would much rather have a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line with 2 minutes, 54 seconds left. They still have a huge mountain to climb, but that definitely helps them out just a little bit. Panthers sending 3 out on the left side, none out on the right side, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Ball is snapped, rolling out left. Damien Hamburg chasing Els. He ends up throwing it, and Aiden Kramer smacks it away.
Yeah, he almost had a really long pass there, but Kramer just saw right where that ball was going. Did not want to let that happen, just put it straight down into the dirt so the Panthers could not get their hands on it.
Interesting fact about Els, he is a prospect for baseball. I can definitely tell the way he's slinging the balls out tonight. He's throwing them with such velocity.
Yeah, that is for sure. You can definitely see how being a multi-sport athlete helps these guys on every single sport they choose to play.
Panthers coming out of the huddle right now, sending 1 out on the right, or 2 out on the right. They keep doing this to me. And 2 out on the left. 1 in the backfield with Els. But there are whistles.
And flags.
And a flag.
Yeah,
it'll be delay of game for the Panthers. Setting them back 5 yards. It'll still be 2nd down and 10. But however, that will set them back quite a bit.
Yeah, and it looks like they're actually going to call it 2nd and 15. So Panthers going to have to make up some yardage on this.
They've got 2 out on both sides. Ball is snapped. Throws it to the little curl route on that right side. It'll be a gain of, I think, 6 or 7 yards. That was not intentional, I promise.
Yeah, that'll at least get the Panthers within the original boundaries of the chains here. Wasn't the most successful run we've seen them run this game. However, that still is a nice gain for them.
Panthers will send 2 out on both sides of the field. Ball is snapped. Looking out on the left side to start, then rolls out right, hucks it to the right side, and he will get a complete ball. And it looks like he will get out of bounds, stopping the clock at around 2 minutes and 6 seconds left.
Yeah, the Panthers have sure brought a lot to their passing game here tonight. Typically, we don't see a lot of that from them, but they have been solid with their passes. However, the Grizzlies' defense sees where those passes are going, see who's going to receive them, and don't want to give them the opportunity to run off with the reception of that pass.
They're in their huddle right now, just now breaking it, sending 3 out on the left side. One still in the backfield with Els. Looks like that's Finney. Ball is snapped. Looking off to the left, rolling out. Ends up running up the middle, cutting through, and sliding down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice run there by Asotin. They were able to go off long enough to get a fresh set of downs here. Just picked his way through the Grizzlies well enough to be able to get that new set of downs and get far enough down the field to set themselves up for success on this next play here.
Panthers send 3 out on the left side. He rolls out left, looking for a pass. Still looking, ends up throwing it, and Reimers bats it away, but it looks like they will be calling it as a pass interference. Questionable call there, if I do say so myself as a sports fan. He looked like he had his head fully looking, didn't look like he was grabbing anything from my perspective at least. Refs probably saw something different, however.
Yeah, that's for sure. The refs do get a lot more up close and personal with these players here. So they are able to get their own insight on that, and they always make the call that they believe is the best for both teams.
With the penalty, that's enough for a Panther.
Panthers will get the first down because of that. Sending 2 off on both sides in a stack formation on the right side. Have reminded the quarterback waves them to come closer to the line. Grizzlies show blitz, ball is snapped. He airs it out deep, and it'll be incomplete. Put a little bit too much touch on that pass.
Yeah, he was trying to find one of his receivers out there, but accidentally just yarded that thing way out into no man's land, went way up high into the sky, and straight over the heads of who was intended to get that ball.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line with only 1:29 left in the 4th quarter. They'll send out 2 on both sides, 1 in the backfield. Quarterback snaps the ball, looking left, changes his mind, ends up rolling left, throws it. Reimers lets it go of his man, and Brad Martin ends up taking him down.
Yeah, that was a smart play there by the Panthers. He saw that guy out in the middle of the field, open and available to be catching the ball there. Just decided to send it to him, and he was able to take it and get a little bit of gain on that before we got taken down to get a fresh set of downs for the Panthers.
Ball is snapped. Looking, airs it out. Reimers comes down with the interception, and he gets it. I think he only got it to around the 1-yard line. However, an interception is an interception nonetheless.
Yeah, and that was definitely close there for Asotin. They were getting close down to their own end zone. Reimers was able to just barely snag it. Did not quite land on his feet right. Got to run for a couple steps before he ended up kind of face planting and sliding down the field a little bit.
Asotin, unfortunate turn of events there for them. Quarterback Els coming off the field. Grizzlies will have the ball at the 5-yard line for a 1st and 10. They might just do victory formation. I think that's what they're lined up in. They just need to snap the ball twice, and they're out of here with a victory. Brad Martin snaps the ball, takes the knee, and will let the clock run out until they need to take the next snap.
Yeah, smart play there by the Grizzlies. They got Asotin down close to their own end zone here. Just decided that this has been a good game. They both had fun, and it was really close there in that first half, so they'll just let it stay where it is here and let the clock run out.
Still, a win by 23 is not bad at all. They snap the ball, they kneel it, and the Grizzlies will win 51-28. That was a great game to watch, in my opinion. How about you, Ailey?
I did enjoy watching this game. That back and forth that we saw in that first half and having them matching each other's scores was incredible to be able to see. Both guys really wanted to come out with the win here tonight. So it was really fun to be able to watch these teams go head-to-head and put both of their best feet forward there tonight. They both brought a lot of energy out here and wanted to come out with the win. The Grizzlies did walk away with this one to keep their record now 5-0. However, Asotin did put up a really good fight here tonight. They had a really solid defensive line, and it was really fun to be able to watch them get started with passing more. Typically, we see them run that ball more, but we saw them get to pass, which was really wonderful for them. They had great success there in their passes. They were able to get a lot of them to actually fall through. There were more completed passes than there were incomplete. So it was really fun to watch that, and they had a really solid quarterback underneath them. Grizzlies also had some solid plays out on the line tonight. We had Driver go 85 yards down the field for a touchdown that unfortunately didn't count, but it was still a really fun game to watch overall.
I agree, especially the head topping over in the end zone from Reimers. Be sure to stay tuned for next week's game against Freeman High School at our own Newport High School.
Yeah, we will catch you there. Make sure you tune in to 91.5 Cubs FM for that game.
Girl, you're knocking the restless off my boots. Mama said it couldn't be done, baby, what do you know? Got the cowboy in me trading my ropes for roots. I just wanna plant something and watch it grow. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan. Living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs. Baby, I don't even know what we'll have a rose of. Maybe corn, maybe cotton, maybe soybean. All I know is all I need is your love, and the Lord will take care of the sun and the rain. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan, living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs. Kicking up dust up and down them fields, baby, don't it turn you on? Take you on a sunset ride any night you want. Girl, you make me wanna buy the farm, 80 acres and a big red barn, a little tin roof house with a wraparound in the daisies, so I can wave at you and our babies while I work the land, getting that real deal farmer's tan, living that green John Deere dream every dusk till dawn, with the radio on, singing you tractor songs. You like them songs, don't you, baby?